Hey guys, good morning. After this big weekend, we are back. G2 is back. However, how are you guys? I hope everyone is cool. Just let me know if everything is clear. You guys can hear me perfectly. It's pre-market cautions. Then I'll go for the explanation. Thank you. Thanks God today is only private live. Thanks God today is only private live. I didn't get you, brother. Mariana sister. I really didn't get you, sister. What did you mean by that? Clear. Hey brother. Hit. Good morning, everyone. Sophia, good morning. Thanks for the penguin. Just love to wait a bit more for other people to join. Oh, today is not the private live. Private live is gonna be happen only Friday because on Friday I sometimes late, so would love to work with the members only. That's all. Like that's all, brother. Just the Friday. So there is no other day you will be able to see there is a members only live. At least not in the morning session. That's for sure. But on Friday sometimes what happened I get bit late. So however, guys, just would love to wait a bit more time, kind of 2 3 4 minutes, and we'll talk about this. By the way, Sophia, what I mean over there on the Discord is if I upload a video, for example, I have uploaded this, I mean, request to all of you, for example, video, okay, something like that. I have uploaded this video. My request that if I upload a video and you have some question or anything, okay, any kind of anything related with this video, maybe you have missed this trade, or like Marcus told that, or Sophia, you were asking something, try to ask it here. It will help us to get a bit algorithmic things for the YouTube. It will be easier, okay, for us, for our channel, for everything. So the same question try to ask me here, it will give me more click, and it will help me to get the algorithm to active for the YouTube, okay. Just comment over here. I'll be really grateful to all of you, okay. However, you don't need to comment it right now. I will just reply you what you have asked on the Discord. So if you guys just comment over here, give a like, that is a great help for me. Okay, just wait a bit more time, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. Last week I didn't trade to my funded account. Actually, I just took two trade on my two funded account because it has to be done at least one time. You have to trade, otherwise this account is gonna be gone, okay. That's why last week I didn't do that. This week at the beginning I just go for the trade. It's enough actually. I mean, it's huge profit, near about $3,200, because I did a bit over leveraged over here. Unfortunately, I don't do that. I was just doing all of this shit. I don't know why I'm doing this, all of this thing. Or I mean, I just test my luck. I think something like that. So my mind or something like, if I get a loss, it's gonna be a huge loss. If I don't get the loss, it's gonna be a huge profit, something like that. So I'm happy that I was lucky over here, I guess. I'll say like that way. But yeah, it is what it is. Still, this funded account is almost 1 month, and it has given me enough, like near about, with including this 3,200, near about kind of 4,000, something like that. I got maybe 4,000 or a bit higher, okay. I really don't remember. And another one buffer. Still I'm in buffer. I took a loss in this morning session as well. I mean, before this trade, around the 7 I took, not exactly 7, before 7, near about I think 6:15, something like that. That area I took another loss over there, and I was very near to go above the buffer, and I go back again 1100 $1200 again. I'm just struggling, okay, with this buffer. I don't know, it's taking too much time to go above that account, above the buffer, but still I'm struggling. Thank you, Sophia. I mean, thank you so much, sister, for commenting. I think everyone has already joined, so we can go for the explanation. In the meantime, I'll just take a break when my mother will call me. Just 1 minute break. Okay. However, from 15-minute chart, if I've asked my daily candle breakdown over there, I actually talked about these things, which I will talk again, but after the explanation of this trade. So here, this high and that high, they're the relatively equal highs, which is the buy side liquidity. So if you remember, I'm more interested to see this buy side liquidity will be taken first, and then we'll go for, and it is going to fall. I'll talk about this after a bit, but right now, just remember we have this buy side liquidity. This is new week opening gap. This is a Friday close and Sunday open. So if I go to the hourly chart, you'll be able to see that beautifully it is respecting the 50% of this new week opening gap. Here is the new day opening gap that is still holding the market, as well as the discounted week quadrant level are also holding the market. We'll talk about this all later. Just remember right now it is respecting the 50% of this new week opening gap. I'll talk about this a bit later. Okay. So let me come to this 7 a.m. or around this area before the market open, around 7. Market came here. This is the London session. There was a beautiful sell around the London session from the 22 white model. This is one of the best sell depending on the concepts. London session is the liquidity making session, so you can see that it has built the buy sell liquidity from the 15-minute chart. You can check that out. However, that was a very nice sell with the stop loss of 15 handle. I can simply put my stop loss around the 15 handle, even if in this highly volatile area. I can simply put it around here, and I can hold the trade. You can see the run was kind of 175 handle. However, I was not here around the London session, to be honest, so I came in front of my chart around there, 545 here, around here. Okay, so I was not interested to go for the trade. I had no intention to go for the trade, but at the beginning I tried to take a trade around here. So just from there, no, not here, so sorry, here, from there I tried to take a sell here, and I got stopped out to my buffer account, take profit trader. That was a sell. Okay, I mean loss for near about $700-800 loss. That was a loss. So I stopped or switched my account to my new account. Over here I would love to talk about that. First, I was waiting for the 7 a.m. kill zone entry. So you can see that market has cleared. According to the 7 a.m. kill zone trade, market has cleared the buy side liquidity. All of this buy side liquidity has been cleared around the 7 a.m. Sorry, before the 7 a.m. So 6:30 to 7, market has first cleared the buy side liquidity. So I was waiting to take a sell. If there was a bearish displacement after 7, I would go for that sell. Unfortunately, I have found that bearish displacement, but there was no fair value gap FVG over there. So as there was no FVG, I was not able to go for the sell here. I was waiting, and then I got these two candles, but it's not the displacement. You can just compare other candles with these two candles. You can clearly see that it's a very nice, beautiful, same type of candle, not the displacement. So if this candle could close here, then another candle closed below here, there is another gap. I could see this is the, the displacement. Then I could look for a sell over here. But unfortunately, it was not the selling opportunity for me. Instead of that, this gap worked as the inverse. I had nothing to do over here because I was waiting for a selling opportunity until 7:30. So until 7:30, if there was a bearish displacement, I would go for that sell. I also was thinking about a buy, to be honest, but that was not the bullish displacement as well. Okay, so if you just compare the candles, why I was looking for the buy, because the liquidity or relatively equal lows has been cleared as well here. This low and that low, shallow run, has been cleared over here. Even if I would get this candle after that candle, without these two black candle, I would try to take the buy from there. I didn't get none of them, so I had no trade for the 7 a.m. kill zone entry. London session was so beautiful, but 7 a.m. didn't provide me any entry. Then I went back and to see what happened actually over here. So this is not important anymore. Over here you can see that this candle has cleared all the sell side liquidity over here. Then this market went higher, made a fair value gap around this area, just a very small fair value gap. I didn't mark it. Market came until this fair value gap, lowest down close body close candle is your beautiful order block, has been traded over here. If you start to look from here, I was interested to see from here what was happening. Remember, I didn't focus anything over here. This is all out of my, I'm sorry, after happened. This all I have marked after it already happened, because I was looking for a selling opportunity. I was not watching any market structure shape or order block or whatever is happening over here. I had no intention to mark them. I didn't know it was happening like that way. When this candle went outside of 730, so this is that 730 candle, when it went outside of this 730 around here, then I started to see what actually happened over here. The thing happened, market has cleared the liquidity to all of this price action. I would let it go because it was seems like a consolidation to me. And then finally market has cleared this relatively equal lows over here. It has been cleared over here. You can see this relatively equal lows has been cleared. Beautiful market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. 50% of this entry fair value gap has been traded. Market went higher, come back again for the order block. That was an unfinished business, so came back again to trade this order block. After trading this order block, market has built a inverse gap. Trade that inverse gap. What should you expect after the order block? Unfilled fair value gap. So that was that unfilled fair value gap over here. If this market is bullish to take that buy side liquidity, it should leave some kind of fair value gap that should be unfilled. So from here, if I start to look for that setup, it doesn't mean that I'm late. There is nothing called late. If you are with me and you know about the premium and discount, why I'm talking about this, first of all, I'm not inspiring you to go for the any kind of trade before the session. Now, if you ask me, then why did you take that? What what is your reason to take that trade? Man, you can't ask me this question. For example, I'm telling you not to go for any kind of trade before the session or after the session. I mean, outside of the session. Now, if you go for the trade, I just can't ask you why did you take that trade, because it's your choice, right? So please don't ask me the question. I'm telling you what you should do. You will follow it or not, it's up to you, brother. I have no problem with that. So please, I'm not inspiring any of you to go for the trade before the session. It's highly risky, highly risky, highly risky. I tried it one time here, it didn't work, I got a loss. So fortunately I was able to stop myself to until here. Maybe your psychology is a bit bad in that moment. You would try to revenge trade here and you will lose more. Just for the sake of this conversation, maybe you will see that market has cleared this buy side liquidity. That was your market structure shift. This is a fair value gap. You will try to take another sell. Just I'm telling this as an example. Okay, maybe you will take another sell, it will be another loss, and then you will start to chase the market here. It will reverse, you will get breakout, sorry, you will get stopped out to the break even by trailing the stop loss. After that run, you will get stopped out to the break even, you will start to look for sell again, and you will get stopped out again. This is how we actually blow the account. After getting that loss, I stopped trading, switched my account to another account, waited for the perfect case of scenario. If I would get that scenario immediately, depending on that 7 a.m. kill zone, I would go for that sell. Unfortunately, there was no opportunity, so I didn't go for any kind of trade. I was waiting. So this is why, please remember, outside of the session, I'm not inspiring to any of you to go for that trade. Don't take any trade outside of the session. It's highly risky. However, market structure shift, entry fair value gap 50%, perfectly respected. Market went higher, left that order block, come back again to this order block, made the inverse gap, trade the inverse gap, went higher, leave that unfilled gap. Sorry, I want to say unfilled. Okay, something like that. Now here, this is the area where I started to look for the premium and discount. I would love to use the replay mode because it will be helpful for all of us. So if you take a closer look, this is the low which has cleared that low. This low has been cleared over here. So this is the lowest low. This is the so far the high. I marked the premium and discount over here, around here to here. Now you can see that this is the equilibrium or the premium gap. Okay, so here from that candle low to that candle high. This is the all area which is the premium area. This is the extremely premium fair value gap over here, and this is the equilibrium fair value gap. Below this is the discounted fair value gap over here. This one and that one. This two is the discounted fair value gap. I really didn't want to say it will come to this discounted fair value gap, but wick can come until the top of this gap. So when I took the entry, I tried to cover the 50% of this inverse gap. Now you will be able to see that entry is here and stop loss is covering that 50% of this gap. So it's kind of 18 handle stop loss, okay, which is absolutely acceptable for me. However, premium area, discounted area. So when this market was falling after coming until this area, I tried to take my first buy to the top of this gap, one contract entry to the top of this gap, put a limit order to the 50% of this premium gap. The second contract, try to take that sell buy from the 50% because I was expecting it will at least trade the 50% of this premium gap and it will never come to this area. Now how did I know that? I have seen what happened before, so I believe that history repeats. History itself, it repeats. So I have seen this market has market structure shift, traded the 50% of this entry gap and never come back again to the discounted fair value gap. I was expecting the same thing is going to happen over here after the market structure shift. This is the premium fair value gap, this is the discounted fair value gap. It will trade at least the 50% and will never come here if the same history is going to be repeated. Now I'm going to leave these things and would love to come over here. You can see here it tapped to the high. I pushed the here the button, okay, so it came here, I pushed the button, got the entry over there, then I added more over here to the 50% over here. After getting my entry from the 50%, when this order block has been validated, I added more over here with the order block. Same thing here happened. The order block happened a bit later. Actually, it takes too long to come back again to this order block, but this time the order block came very immediately, so I added more. Actually, I marked the consecutive order block because this candle has closed above these two candles, so my entry was to the top of this candle, okay, not to here, but this is the most sensitive line. So later I actually moved it from here, from to the top to the open of this order block. What is the logic? This market, premium and discount, it can't come to this discounted fair value gap. This is the deep discounted fair value gap over here. It will never ever come over here, but wick can come until this area, as it is not the deepest area. The deepest area is aligned with this line, which is here around there, okay. So the wick could come until here or maybe to the 50%. That's why I covered the 50% of this discounted fair value gap. I added more over here depending on this history repeatal things, added over here by believing that it will never come here, but unfortunately if it come here, I'm not going to get stopped out. However, when it closed above this order block, I added more and moved my stop loss from here to here, because previously I have seen that when it actually trade that order block, it never come back again to this area. Instead of that, it has also failed to trade the entry fair value gap top, okay. It has also failed to trade over here. If you take a look over here, when this order block has been validated, it never come back again to this entry fair value gap. This is the entry gap, breakaway gap, market structure shift, fair value gap, last breakaway gap, entry fair value gap, made the order block come back again to this order block. This time it could come back one more time, so still my stop loss was below this order block because it could trade one more time the order block, which happened already, okay. So here you can see for the first time market trade this order block, went higher, come back again to trade this order block. This exact thing happened over here again. Now this is the consecutive order block, not this one. This is the lowest area or the most sensitive area, but you have to mark this consecutive order block. This has been traded here, market went higher, come back again, trade this order block. The exact same thing happened over here, around here. Same thing happened over here. At the same time, inverse gap, which is here, you can see this inverse gap, traded the low of this inverse gap, 50% body has been respected. You can perfectly see that this inverse gap 50% has been respected. Nobody has closed below this area. The same way it has closed above this inverse gap, same way it has closed above that inverse gap. Then displacement, unfilled fair value gap, over here, okay, which is actually come back again to this frame. This is another buying opportunity over here. However, I'm not going to take the buy over here, but this is another buying opportunity from the water block. Whatever. So the unfilled gap, I started to trail the stop loss. In the meantime, I randomly took a partial over here because I was too heavy. Okay, 3 contract. You can see NQZ. It's not micro contract. It's NQZ. I was too heavy, so I was a bit afraid that maybe it will actually reverse from there. Okay, this is the last parallel gap to that specific leg here. So I was at least interested to take the partial to the 50% of this last parallel gap over here to the 50% of this last parallel gap. But I was really afraid after seeing this candle where the rejection block stop the market, send it lower again to trade this inverse gap as well as the retest order block over here. So I was afraid it could hold the market, send it lower. When it has broken over here around this area and the very just closed over here, I took my partial because I was just thinking that maybe it will take that high and then it will reverse, as I was highly leveraged over here. 3 contract, that means $60 one handle is equal to $60. Now for the 50k account, you know, $60 for one handle is too much. Okay, so I was very afraid. I took my partial over here randomly. Just this candle started, it was moving. Okay, something like that. It was moving here. I just pushed my sell button over there. However, this is that area first partial, that was the second partial. My target was this buy side liquidity over here, and then when I saw this candle just consolidating around this area, I went for the same premium and discount logic again, from here to here. Sorry, from there, sorry, from here to here. This is the 50% most premium area, discounted area. I pushed my button as I knew that my already entry is over here. You have seen from here actually. So this candle, it closed, the next candle open. I pushed my button because I was believing this last gap is going to be broken and this market is coming at least until the new day opening gap, which is over here. You can see this new day opening gap at least until to the low of this new opening gap. At the same time, I wouldn't do that if it was my new entry. But when I added more over here, my entry came here where I was able to cover this unfilled gap low. So if I add more over there, and if I see that my entry is gonna be here, it is going to move from here to here, and I'm not able to cover this unfilled gap, I wouldn't add more over there. I was not confident to add more, so I needed to see the reaction first, that it will actually reverse, it will keep going higher without trading this unfilled gap, which is after trading this order block, it should be unfilled. So that's why I just added more over there, put my stop loss just below that candle which has built this unfilled gap, and waited to see if it can close above this last gap. Then took another partial over here, which is the low of this new day opening gap, and finally moved my stop loss until to the top of this new opening gap, and you see that by trailing the stop loss, it just missed my target for one tick, just for one tick, and instead of that hit my stop loss, trailing stop loss. I just got hit over there. So that was the logic to take that entry. It was not a bad trade, to be honest. Even if I took that entry from the top of this gap to until this last parallel gap 50%, after taking the partial, it was kind of 44 handle. And at the beginning, if I take the entry from here and stop loss is below this 50%, which is 22 handle, but I actually added more over here to make it a bit lower. So I didn't want to start my trade from 2 contract here, took 1 contract, another contract, and finally added some 1 contract from the water block. Closed 1 partial here, closed 1 partial there, added one more. So I had 3 contract, closed 2 contract, had 1 contract left, added one more contract, closed some partial here, and then finally got stopped out by trailing the stop loss because I was afraid of this reaction from the new to opening gap. But when it came back again to this last fair value gap, which is now the last fair value gap, an unfinished business, from here this is the new entry opportunity to go for the buy sell liquidity one more time. But right now, to be honest, I'm not interested to go for any kind of trade, but this is the new opportunity to go for this buy side liquidity right now, because this is now working as an last fair value gap. This is also history repeatable things. You can see here when it went higher, come back again to this last fair value gap, here it is going higher. So same logic is going to happen or created over there after reacting from the new day opening gap. Same thing is going to repeat again from this whole area. However, guys, that was the uh, explanation for this entry. So if you have any confusion, you can ask me that things. But at the same time, I would love to say that when I saw this candle, I was very afraid because of inducement liquidity. So I was really thinking that it was my belief that it is going to close here and then it is going to reverse again. Just because of that, after taking the partial, I put my stop loss to the break even, and it was just I think 2 tick below the water block or here somewhere. So I was very afraid and I was thinking maybe it will come. But when it came to this last parabolic gap, which is premium area, very premium area to that specific leg, you can see this leg, this is that area. When it came here to this premium area, I was pretty much confident this is going higher again. So there was no afraid to see or added more over there. When I have seen it came to this premium or the last parabolic gap, I had no intention to be afraid over here, at least until to the top of this new day opening gap, because new day opening gap top should be traded as it has been traded a lot of time over here, which I'm talking about here. Okay, here every single time it come to this new opening gap, it has traded the top of this new opening gap. Every time whenever it touch it, it has traded the high of this new opening gap. History itself always repeats. So I was pretty much confident it is also going to trade the top of this new opening gap. So yeah, this is all about this area. But again, I'm not interested to what to say, I mean, to inspire any of you to go for the trade outside of the session. Please don't do that. It's my request, okay? But if you really understand the logic, I don't need to wait for another opportunity. I can simply go for the trade from here without any kind of confusion. You see, this two candle is the consecutive order block. This two candle is the consecutive order block because this is the candle that has closed above these two candles. So when it has closed above this order block, tap to this order block, I can re-entry over here by believing that it's not going to the discounted area again, by marking the top here to the here, from here, okay, or maybe until here. But for the sake of this conversation, it can maximum go until 50% or maybe a bit below this 50% because that is a no wick candle. So I would love to go for a trade from the top of this order block here and would love to cover the 50% of this area. And as you can see, it's just 11-12 handles, so I can simply cover it until here, like just until here, by believing it's not coming to this discounted area, and will hold my trade again until this buy side liquidity after taking some partial. So remember, when it was happening over here, I just told that it's an another opportunity to go for the water block trade from there, not the fair value gap, not anything else, just the water block, because it's a late entry. This market come back again after a long time. At the same time, here I was watching the candle as well, like 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see here, one, this is the highest high, okay? After building this highest high, 1 2 3 4, within 4 candle it came to the entry fair value gap. So the entry from here, it was valid. Remember, I was just trying to push the button over here, like market order. So I was a bit late, and that's why it's showing that this candle I took the entry, but I pushed the button. You have to believe me, okay? There is no other way. I pushed my button when this candle was appearing. In the meantime, maybe I don't know why I was a bit late. Maybe it just tapped to this gap. It takes a bit long, so maybe at the last moment, so far I remember, at the last moment it traded and I was a bit late, kind of 1 second late, so that's why my entry is showing over there. But I pushed my button from here. It was an immediate reaction. I don't need to wait for the order block to take my re-entry, so I can simply go for the trade from the candle is going to trade the entry fair value gap, which is an immediate reaction. But in this area, it takes too long to come back again to this gap, so I can't simply push the button over here because it takes too long. I don't know that it finish its job over here and now it is going to reverse. I can't do that, so I need a confirmation entry. That's why I have to go for the order block entry from here to take my entry. Actually, the order block, I mean, sorry, the confirmation entry from the order block. So this is the difference between here and here. Here I can simply go for the trade from the candles, but here I have to wait for the order block to take the entry. Without order block, this entry from here is not valid. I hope guys you got the point over here. If you have any question, you can ask me. I just need to switch it to, just a second, switch it to paper trade. I have just two funded account, to be honest. I have one challenge account from the Blue Guardian futures, which is, I hope that I will pass it very soon, but just not sure yet. I have already blown the Blue Guardian futures by trying that what's the pyramiding things, what you have seen over here, the pyramiding things. I have already blown that funded account by trying that pyramiding things, and I did the same bullshit things to my funded account today, and with the highest leverage. So it's not good. I never appreciate it to myself or to any of you. The reason is, this is something my psychology was working like that way in that time, so I did a wrong thing over here. It doesn't mean that, okay, this guy always keep talking about shit but he can't follow that, man. I should tell you what you should do. It doesn't mean that I can follow that. Maybe my psychology is weaker than you. I have nothing to hide. It is my psychology which I'm working on it. Sometimes it's shit. And when it is shit, if I am not going to uh, able to read the market so precisely, I will blow the account. So I'm not inspiring any of you to do that. So I will always tell you, don't over leverage, don't over trade. Tell me please, when you can use 1 minute fair value gap for an order block other than using higher time frame on to validate an order block. Sophia, thanks for asking that question. Just look at this 15-minute area. There is a gap. You will be able to see there is a gap from this 15-minute area. Very small gap, but still there is a gap. It is not only my only 1 minute chart, but also the 15-minute chart is aligned with this 1 minute chart. If you would love to use 1 minute chart order block, let me go with this. Thank you for asking this question. Look over here. Start to think from here around this area. First, market has cleared the liquidity. Okay, look at this. Market has cleared the liquidity. Gave you the market structure shift. Then, sorry, oh, that is not the market. I think this is the market. Yeah. After that market structure shift, this is the gap. Without this market structure shift over here, you don't have any other swing high which is valid for shifting market structure, and I'm pretty much confident that you will be agree with me. So after that market structure shift, this is the gap. Now what should you do? Within 5 candle it should give you the entry. Forget about everything I was doing over here, just forget about everything. You have started your trading exactly from there, and you have seen that market has cleared the liquidity, market structure shift. This is the fair value gap. You are interested to take the entry from here. Now, if you don't get the entry within 5 candle, then this gap, which is the entry fair value gap to that specific trade or specific entry, you are not able to take that trade from that gap anymore, because it takes too long. If it is 6 candle, even if it is 6 candle to come to this gap, best is 3 candle. This is the best. If it takes 4 candle, 4 number candle to trade this gap, you should not go for that trade. But sometimes what happens, I'm dealing with all of these people who are new here, so they don't want to miss the trade. That's why I keep saying the 5 handle. But if you ask me, 5 candle, if you ask me, I will never ever go for a trade if it takes more than 3 handle. So after getting the market structure shift within 3 candle, if it come over here, I'll go for the trade, depending on just the 22 item model. No other things, nothing, no premium, no discount, nothing, just 22 item model. I'm focusing on 22 item model, nothing else, no other price action, no other entry opportunity, no other setup. So if I only depend on the 22 item model, which you should do, then you should think about 3 candle maximum, that it will after market structure shift, the gap has been validated, maximum 3 candle you will take to take the entry. What happens, sometimes it takes like 4 5 6 7 candles and then it works. I don't care about that. Most of the time it doesn't work. So for the sake of the conversation, I talked about 5 candle, but you should follow on the 3 candle. Okay, so where you can see that this market takes like 100 candle to come back to this entry gap, 100 candle, okay, something like that. So I can't simply push the button from here depending on that 1 minute setup, 1 minute time frame. Forget about that 15-minute fair value gap. There is no 15-minute fair value gap. Think like that way, just the 1 minute chart, and I'm pretty much confident this is going for that buy side liquidity. I would love to take the buy from here, from this to best 22 IT model. Then I will wait for the order block, because because it takes too long to test this. So I need the confirmation, and that's why this word block is going to play the role over here. Send the market higher until you are expecting it will go. However, guys, before actually 9:30, I would love to talk about this a bit. Take profit trader, because it's a great opportunity for some of you if you are really interested about daily payout. Right now they have 30% off. Okay, it's 30% off the why the okay, however, 30% off, no activation fees. The funny thing is 100% initial test refunds. That means whatever you are going to pay for that account to buy that challenge account, when you will request your first payout, they will give that back to you. So it's gonna be like free, for free. All you have to do, you have to buy an account, you have to pass it, and you have to take it until the payout. If you follow one rules, and that is one loss stop, two loss stop. If you do that, you will reach until the payout. Okay, the code is T2 wizard, not this one. You don't need to use this code. You can simply use that code T2WIZARD. Then you will get the same discount or same offer over there. However, when you will request your first payout, they're going to give you 100% challenge fees back to you. So it's gonna be like $0 for you. But you can confuse that, oh brother, I'm not able to go for that payout. The theme is, you have to just follow one rules. Just one rules, man, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. You got one win, stop. You got two loss, stop. Don't overtrade, don't over leverage. Like what you have seen here, I did over leveraged, so my profit is $3,200. Don't give a shit about that. Make only $300 instead of $3,000. Make only $300, make only $200. That will help you to pass that account, and then we'll go for the payout. Simple, brother. So please, if any of you are really interested, please make sure that you have used the code T2 wizard. T2 wizard. It's really a great opportunity in my opinion, because it's going to be absolutely for free. At the beginning you have to pay the the challenge fee, but at the end you are going to get back your challenge fee over there. As well as today is the last day for the Apex 80% discount, where the code is actually for Apex. This is just for the Apex, it's not for anything else. This is just for the Apex, and this is for Blue Guardian futures, Take Profit Trader, Tradify, as well as the what is the funding ticks. For look at no step too fast. You have to stop over trading, over leveraging. That's all, brother. Not only for the Blue Guardian future, it is for everything. Don't overtrade, don't over leverage. That is the only rules. Did you ever lasted by buying a challenge account? Did you ever lasted 1 month? I don't think so. Because if you last that means you didn't blow the account by 1 month, you are going to pass that account. Even if you fail to pass, you will be very near to pass that account. So next month, pay again one more time for that account and just pass it. You will have a free reset, try to buy another account, that's all. So all you have to do, you have to go slowly. But what do we think at the beginning? We think like, we have bought a challenge account, we can't make more than 50% or 40%, because of the consistency rules. Some of them have the consistency rules, like for Take Profit Trader they have 50% consistency rules. So you can't make, for 50k account you can't make 1500, more than $1,500 by a day. So what we think, okay, I have bought that Take Profit Trader account, and I'm going to pass it by tomorrow. Today I will take a trade, it is gonna be $1,500. Tomorrow I'm going to take a trade, it's gonna be $1,500. If there is a loss, okay, I have already blown my account. Just a loss, single loss, maybe $100 loss, I'm going to blow that account. This is how our psychology works. But think in a different way. Instead of that, think like, okay, Take Profit Trader right now they have the discount, and 100% initial fees are gonna be refunded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy an account over here. I'm going to go slowly to pass that account. So it's gonna be like 1 month. It will take 1 month to pass that account. I will go slowly. Instead of $1,500 by one day, I'm going to make that $1,500 by 5 days. Okay, the whole week I will spend to make just $1,500. So every day I'm going to make $200 to $300, something like that. 200, 300, 400, very small amount. Okay, by doing less levers. So the $1,500 you intended to pass by one day, now you are going to pass it like by 5 days, and the next 5 days maybe is gonna be bad. The next 5 days you have already passed that account. Now you have funded account, and you have the funded account, there is no time limit. Go with the lowest leverage. If possible, go with one micro contract if possible, but brother, it will take forever to get the payout. How many payout did you get until now? Ask yourself how many days you are trading. Maybe 1 year. In 1 year you have tried a lot to pass the to pass the challenge account, and then when you passed that challenge account, you got the funded account, you blow that funded account. Either way, you are not getting the payout. So what is the difference? I don't really get this point. What is the difference if it takes 3 months to get the payout or to go toward the payout, instead of blowing the account again, 3 month, 5 month, 9 month, 12 month? I'm just blowing the account. I'm not going toward a payout. I'm just going toward a buy a new challenge, pass it, and then blow it. Buy new account, pass it, then blow it. This is happening random, repeatedly. What is the point, brother? Why don't you submit? You want to submit the time to work toward your payout. So take long time, 3 months, to get your first payout. At least after 3 months, you know that you're going to get some money from here. Either way, you're not getting that. So that's my point. Like Jeffrey, I think if I'm not wrong, Jeffrey, so far I remember, yesterday he bought 4 to 5. I don't exactly remember what did he say. He bought 5 take profit trader account, 150K account. Now I should not say this to him because he has his own rules. But if I were him, first thing, he has done a good job. What? He has bought like 4 to 5 account. I just don't remember exactly how many accounts he had bought. But however, whatever he bought, now he have 5 opportunities. He will go one by one. In one account, he's gonna make like 150K account. I think there his target is $9,000. Okay, if I'm not wrong, his target is $9,000. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide that $9,000 by 15 days. So if I go for the $9,000, how many dollar do I need to make in a day if I divide it by 15 days? Okay, so it's gonna be like $600. All I have to make $600 a day. That's all should be my target. That if I can make $600, perfect. At the same time, for to make that $600, I will take maximum $400 loss, maximum. So I will try to divide that $400 into 2 trade. That means in one trade, I'm going to take maximum $200. Maximum $200 I'm going to take the loss. At the same time, if you know how to do the pyramiding things or all of these things, because pyramiding things has an opportunity to move the stop loss to the break even after adding more contract. So if you can do that, that's good thing. Okay. However, this $600 I'm going to make it by a day. That should be my target. I'm not going to make $3,500 in a day. It's not my intention to go for that. This is how I would do. Okay, but I don't know how he's going to, but I told him that at least try to pass at least 2 account out of this. I think he bought 4 account. At least to pass to 2 account by out of this 4 account. This is how you should go with any kind of prop firm. Apex has 80% discount right now. Today is the last day, so it's a great opportunity to get more accounts. Like what I always tell you, the more account you will have, the more opportunity you will have to get the payout. And Apex is the only trade, prop firm that is going to give you the 20 accounts all together. That's the great opportunity. So it's cheaper right now because 80% discount. Try to buy at least 5. You don't have the money, don't buy not even one. Just try to gather the money for 5 account, buy them all together. The more account you will have, and you are going to follow the same rules with every single account. 1 win, stop. 2 loss, stop. Don't over leverage. Go with the lowest leverage size. Divide it into like maybe whatever you are trying to pass by one day, try to pass it 15 days. You will get the payout. I'm gonna challenge you. If any of you can prove me wrong, whatever you will say, I will do that for you. Last time when I got the message from him, from this guy Donichu, by the way, 1 minute left for the market open. My first intention to see if this buy sell liquidity can be taken. No trade is valid for me from the high of this new opening gap and the low of the new week opening gap. Marquis is here. Good morning, Hamad. Apex not working the checkout process for me. I think Tamimi, are you here, brother? Trying to pass another. Congratulations, brother. I hope that you'll pass it. This is the 9:30 open. There is not a big opening gap, I believe so. There is a small opening gap. Marquis, just Tamimi, are you here, brother? Tamimi, Mahdi, anybody is here? Fund next future is best. I don't think so. It should be in your opinion, Wakas. In my opinion, take profit trader is the best because that's gonna give you daily payout. And a trader need to test that the feel of the payout. It's kind of an addiction. FL trader is here. Okay, any of you, if you guys can help Marquis to for his checkout or something like that, I think you should go for that, brother. Any of you, okay? To the Discord, not here. Is what I'm taking to do 6 or 500 a day. Hey, Jeffrey is here. Oh, okay. You are my member as well. I didn't know that, brother. You're the same guy, right, brother? You bought the Take Profit Trader yesterday, Jeffrey. I have nothing to do right now to see how it is going to react. Okay, so at the beginning, I have nothing to do here. I will just keep waiting to see how it is going to take that buy side liquid, and then does it interest to fall or does it want to keep going higher? No intention to go for any kind of trade right now. Jeffrey, yes. Okay, thank you, brother. Yeah, if your target is like $400 to $600, I promise you, brother, you will pass at least three. Okay, something shit will happen with one account, and you have to admit that, brother. Okay, so at least three will pass if you follow that rules, brother. Hey, Vijaro, how are you? What is your discount code for Take Profit Trader? My discount code for Take Profit Trader is T2 Wizard. Oh, you guys can argue with me that it's not the best, it's not the best. Okay, funding next or whatever it is, it's the best. It's your opinion and it's my opinion. Take Profit Trader is the best in my opinion. Apex is always the best if you have 80% or 91% discount. Out of this, don't go for the Apex, please. But when they have like 80% or 90% discount, it's one of the best platform because they will allow you to trade more accounts. That's the funded account sorry, that's the take profit trader code T2 wizard. This is the code for every platform except Apex. For Apex is T2T for Apex, and the rest of all T2 wizard. I just need 200 to 200 to pass a 25k account today. If you ever feel urge, if you ever feel like, brother, do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you my opinion. If you ever feel like this, oh man, if I can make just $100 more, just $50 more, just $200 more, if you feel like that, just only don't trade in that day, at least not in that account. Don't do that, you will blow the account. If you ever feel like that way, or if you ever feel like, oh okay, i'm going to I'm not interested to see the outcome, but I'm saying seeing there is an opportunity to take a buy here to until here, How much is gonna be the outcome, I don't care, but that's gonna be my trade. Then you can go for the trade to that account if you want. But if you have ever feel I would love to take a buy here, that their market is going, I don't need to hold the trade here. Even if I close it here, I'm going to get the profit. You will never be able to pass that account, never ever. Good morning, Mahadi. I bought it last week, so you gave 1 week. Awesome, brother. The more time you will give, the better opportunity you will have to pass that account. This is a very simple math. Okay, market open and started to go higher. I have nothing to do over here. I'll just let this go. I'm just using one micro. See, if you don't over leverage, there is high probability to get the payout. If this guy, this Christian don't you, if he can make it, I promise you, brother, every single one of you will be able to get the payout. If he can make it, I never see anyone like him who refused even to take the partial after seeing 80 handle, 90 handle. After getting 18 handle, 80 handle, 90 handle, he refused to take the partial and got stopped out to the break even or maybe with some losses. If he can make it, every single one of you will be able to make the payout. And you have to follow just one rules. This is the one rules, just this one. One win or maximum two losses. Don't over leverage. 3 micros maximum for him. Okay, of course you can go for anything else, you can go for anything else over here as well, but if you ask me, this is the best thing, and if whoever is going to follow this, they will finish their line over here by getting that payout. There is no other opportunity, there is no other alternative, there is nothing. You can't go anywhere else instead of getting the payout. You have to get the payout, you will get the payout. This is the only way. Yeah, maybe what is going to happen, you have like, you have to have more accounts to be honest, because he has also explained it over here, you guys can read it. However, maybe when you are going to get that payout, in the meantime you will blow 2 account, and 2 account is gonna cost, even if you go for the take profit trader account, it's gonna be $200, $300 maximum, but your payout is gonna be $500, $700, $1,000, $1,200, $1,300, $1,500, whatever it is. It's gonna be like at least twice the thing you are going to lose. First, you have to have more than one account. In my opinion, you should go minimum 5 account altogether. Second, one win, two loss for every single account. Third rules, don't over leverage. If it is 50k account, don't go more than 3 micro contract. Just don't go more than 3 micro contract. That's all. I buy take profit trader on Friday for 4,499 today and 4,499 up on Friday. Congratulations, Jian. But Jian, did you use my code, man? I am only interested that did you use my code or not? If you didn't use my code, I'm gonna hate you. Had some few payout and then blew it after only left with one account standing and thankfully passed another two challenge last week. Make it at least 500 account, then go for the trade. At least 500 account first, make it, then go for the trade. And go with the lowest leverage size. Arthur. I have nothing to do right now. I'm just watching this market. Absolutely nothing to do I have here, to be honest. Always. I appreciate it, man. Jian, I really love it, man. Thank you so much, brother. Now you can say that, brother, you are now asking for the money. Man, you are going to use anyone's code, okay? If you would love to buy the account, of course you will use someone's code. So if you use my code, I don't think so it's asking for the money or something like that. It's just a part of this game, I think. So don't blame me for asking to use my code. I'm not making thousands of the dollar from here, I promise you. Believe it or not. But I small money, it helped me to get rid of some costs in this Portugal. Hi Titu, I brought Blue Guardian using your code. Can you explain me the rules? What rules, brother? For Blue Guardian futures, there's no rules. Okay, those people who are interested about the Blue Guardian futures. Blue Guardian futures, right? If you have any question, see this, ask it here. It will give you every single result. This AI message system is really so beautiful. Whatever question you have, you can ask it here. They will give you the reply. At the same time, you can see here the standard 50K account. It's written over here. Profit target is $3,000. Maximum 3 contract. Daily loss limit 1250. It's a hard breach. You can't touch it. If you touch it, your account is gone. But if you stop before 1250, your maximum drawdown is 2500. Drawdown is end of the day. Payout period 7 days. No activation fees. And there is some kind of scaling rules. That's the rules, brother. If you have any specific question, you can ask me, brother. You're most welcome. The TPT account camera not permission. The how to solve verification. I have no idea, brother Rajkumari. I mean, you have to contact with them, I guess. I have no idea. I never faced this type of problem, so you can just contact with them. Okay, I hope they will help you, brother. I do. Okay, Sharda, if you have any specific questions, just let me know, brother. I'm too tired to get out of bed, so I will just watch. Wake me up when the trade setup arrives. Hey, Slade, how are you, brother? Still, I have nothing to do. If any of you found any trade, go for it. I don't see any trade here. I don't see any setup over there. I have nothing over here. I was interested to see this buy side liquidity will be taken first, and then I have to decide where the market will go. Still now, I have no intention to go for buy or sell. I don't have any buy side liquidity. I don't have any sell side liquidity. So I will wait for the setup opportunity. It's for me, it's time to wait. So if I get something good, I'll mark it. If I don't get anything, I'm not going to mark anything over there. Okay. Payout rules. Okay, you have to make 3,500 dollar for 50K account. You have to make $3,500, brother. Just do this for me. Come here. Is the payout RULES rules for 50K account? Ask it here. It will tell you exactly what do you need to do. Everything, and it's very clear. For 50K account, here is the key payout rules. First payout 3,500 profit, which is 7%. Okay, second payout 2,000, third payout 1,500 profit, 3%, whatever it is. Eligibility requirement 5 winning days with minimum profit, meet 40% consistency rules. No single day is greater than 40% of total profit. So maybe if you would love to, when you will have like $3,500, you'll be able to request your first payout. And now you have to do is 3,500 divided by 40%. Whatever is gonna be sorry, not divided, sorry, 3,500 times 40%. Whatever is gonna be, don't make it more than that. It will help you to follow the consistency rules. So don't make more than that money in a day. Okay, and request every 7 days on standard accounts. Okay, payout limit maximum 1350 per payout for first 60 days. Cap lift after 60 days with 3 successful payout. Minimum amounts. This is the minimum you can request for the payout. This is the minimum account amount. And processing for 48 hours. If they're late more than 48 hours, they will pay you extra $200. Okay, your max drawdown, adjust starting balance, and everything is over there, brother. Dow Jones is ripping down. I'm expecting it is also going to fall, but still now I don't see any profit. I mean setup. Okay, I have no idea what is happening over here. Like Moshad. Moshad told what is he has no idea what is happening. I have also no idea what is happening. So I have to wait for getting a setup opportunity. I'm just not interested to go for a trade right now. This is the 50% of the 4-hour bearish cap. So it has traded that 50% 4-hour bearish fair value cap. We'll see if it can fall right now or not. I want to master the premium and discount strategy, bro. What do you suggest? You have to practice this. The more you practice, the more you will be perfect. You have to practice this again, again, and again, and you have to be wrong. If you don't get wrong, that means whatever you are marking every time it is working. That means you are not improving. When you will start to be wrong, then you will learn. So first you have to be wrong. Those people who are here, most of them ask me why this didn't work, why this didn't work here, why this didn't work there. Man, if it didn't work, that's the point you will learn, because then you will ask why it didn't work. So you have to admit that first, that at the beginning you are going to be wrong, at least for 1 month, 2 month. Every day if you practice this, you will be wrong. This is how you will learn, and this is how you will grow your experience. Hey Ridoy, I will tell you what you should do, what you should expect. Like not other people. I've seen a video actually yesterday. One guy was saying that he made 350,000 dollar by just $100. Okay, so this type of propaganda, I will say this is propaganda. He had huge followers, and he was claiming that he made $100 into $350,000. It's nearly impossible, because if you do the simple math, you will see that it will take at least 7 years to make $100 into $350,000. It will take at least 7 years, even if your winning rate is 80% or something like that. However, mm, this is all propaganda. I don't believe in this shit. I don't feel frustrated by seeing all of these things. Why I can't make this like this way? Because this is all bullshit to get, and most of the people are bullshit, to be honest. They follow these peoples who will show you some unrealistic dream. This is really so disappointing. If you find any trade, please go for that. I don't see yet, so I'm not going to take any kind of trade right now. I have to build the setup first, then I have to go for the trade. I have also seen actually most of the time I spent my time by watching who other people are doing. So I was watching a guy from Bangladesh. Okay, he was mixing the retail concept, the supply demand, and the ICT concepts all together. I really appreciate it. But at the end, what he has done, he has talked about the funded accounts. Okay, and he told that he doesn't support it because he feels like this is scam. Okay, so instead of using the funded account, he suggests to use the real money, like $1,000, $2,000, something like that. And he was suggesting to use that for gold trade. I just didn't comment because I was itching, okay, to comment him, but I just didn't do that. And I saw that Bengali people, most of the people from Bangladesh, because he was speaking in Bengali language, they support him, and they're supporting him like I was, what the hell, man? This guy even don't know what is funded account, and he's saying funded account is a scam, and these people are supporting him. And this is from my own country. Oh man, I feel bad for those people actually. It's what it is. Like, can you imagine? You can simply get thousands of the thousands of the thousands payout just by investing $40, $100, something like that. Instead of that, he's suggesting to invest $1,000 liquid money, not the prop from liquid money, and then make the money from there. Come on. I wish this guy will open their eyes one day. This is the online. What to do? For me, still no sell there. Nothing is over here. If any of you found any kind of selling opportunity, go for that. I don't see anything over here yet. My target for next year 500 to 1k on 5 lighting accounts. I don't wanna see that any of you missed the trade, okay? If any of you think that this is the 22 YT model, market structure shift, fair value gap, entry here, go for that. I really don't wanna see that any of you miss this trade. Go for that. I'm not seeing any model over here yet to take the entry. First reason, this high and that high, they're the relatively equal highs. So market left the relatively equal highs. It is coming from the deep premium area. Okay, so it can come to this deep discounted area either for this entry fair value gap or for this last fair value gap, and then it will go for that relatively equal highs. So far I have seen it has traded this entry gap. So I'm more interested to see if it can reverse from here and take that relatively equal highs over there or not. But again, I don't want any of you to miss this trade. If you are thinking about a sell here, please go for that. It's not my sell. I'm not interested to take this sell. There is no logic here for me to take the sell here. I don't see any logic, but I can be 100% wrong. This market can keep falling. Of course, I'll miss this trade and I'm okay with that. But if you don't want to miss this trade and if you're confident to go for the sell, go for it. Instead of that, I would love to take a buy if it can reverse this gap. I'm seeing this as an inducement. So if it reverses this gap, I prefer to take a buy here if it can reverse this gap. So I would love to use it as a inverse FBZ. But here is the problem is I really don't know what should be the target. So if there is an opportunity, buying opportunity, I think I will try to hold it until here somewhere. Okay, I just don't know. But again, I don't want any of you to miss this. But it's not my 22 YT model. There is no logic to think about the 22 YT model. I don't prefer to take the sell here. It's up to you guys. Again, my job is to show you something. I've shown that to you. But its decision is yours. If the body close above this consonant crossment, it's my buying opportunity from here. Just a second, guys. I have to receive this call from my mother. Assalamu alaikum. আচ্ছা বাবা, আচ্ছা তুমি কিলো আছে? আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে বাবা। If the body close above the consonant crossment, I would love to try to take a buy here. Okay. It should be here, but I can't put it here because it's gonna be huge. So I'll keep it here by expecting that it's not going to stop me out. If it stop me out, I'll be happy with that. But it is what it is because the stop loss is too big. We can did the damage. Don't wanna see any body closing below this gap 50%. Again, I can get stopped out here by the wick or something like that because I know that it can fall until this no wick candle. I'm just not able to cover this area because of the stop loss. If I get stopped out here until this low is not taken, I'll try to take re-entry. Until the body is not going to close below this 50%, I'm happy to hold this trade. However, if any of you are in this trade, make sure that you have taken the partial above here. If any of you are in this trade, I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. If any of you are in this trade, make sure that you have taken the partial over here. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. I'm just here to show you the logic why I'm not thinking about sell. Instead of that, I'm more interested to see it will go higher. The reason is this buy side liquidity market left the liquidity over here, so I'm more interested to see this market will go higher to clear this buy side liquidity. Even if it would love to fall, first it will clear this buy side liquidity because I don't have any other buy side liquidity here, so I don't have any target. It's kind of a retracement or something like that, so would love to catch that retracement, like that's all. If any of you are just following my trailing stop loss, you are doing it very wrong way. Don't follow my trailing stop loss. It's a request to all of you. For the first time, it will close above this gap again. One more time, it will close above this again. My stop loss will be below the 50% of this inverse gap. I will see all of this, sorry, these candles, all of these candles, one, two, three, these three candle over here after closing, after the body close above this gap one more time. One, two, three, four, five, whatever candle it is going to be, it's the uh, cut through the candle. I'm not interested to uh, see these candles are here. Okay, so I will cut all of them through, all of them. There will be no candles. So for the first time, it will trade the inverse gap. It can maximum trade until the 50% of this inverse gap. Before, this breakaway gap was important. It could trade until the breakaway gap 50%. There was no problem. But when it will close above this area for the first time, again, it should not go back again below the 50% of this inverse gap. Sorry, my mistake actually. Sorry, not this gap. Not, yeah, this is the same area actually. Body still didn't close above this gap, inverse gap, so it should be close above this gap. Then it should not come back again below the constant crossment of this inverse gap. If any of you are in this trade, you have to take the partial above this line. If you don't take the partial above this line, then it's gonna be your own risk. I'm not going to take any kind of risk for you guys. That's all. However, if any of you would love to take the sell, please go for that. I don't have any problem. Okay. Of course, this market can keep falling, and if you do that, you will blame me. I don't want to take any kind of blame from you. Okay. So this candle has closed above this line, my stop loss should be. Now, after clearing the partial, you have to put your stop loss to the break even. That's all. Just put your stop loss to the break even if any of you are in this trade. I'm not taking the partial because you can see it's just one contract, because I will try to actually do the, what to say, I mean the pyramiding trade. Okay, I should add over here when this candle has closed, this candle tap over here. I was not able to do that. So however, that should be the one more contract should be added over there. It just didn't take it. Okay, whoever is in this trade, if you took the entry wherever I exactly outlined the trade, that should be your partial. If you didn't take the partial, you are gambling. Please don't do that. So I added more here, and I would love to go for the standard deviation to take my first partial, as I don't have any buy side liquidity. So this is minus 1.5. I would love to take the partial here, which is the minimum area this market should go, around this area. Okay, my add should be, you can see it added here, it should be here around to the opening of this water block, it should be there. But unfortunately, when I push the water, it takes too long to add it over here. And I will try to take the partial minus 1.5 standard deviation, and then we'll try to hold my trade until minus 2.5 standard deviation until here. So that will be the first partial to see. I would love to see this gap is going to be unfilled. If it built this gap over here, I would love to see this gap is going to be unfilled gap over here. If you are in this trade, you should be already taken the partial, and your stop loss should be to the break even. I would love to see it's gonna be unfilled. Okay, for the first time it will trade the minus 1 standard deviation. I'll put my stop loss just below the candle which has built this unfilled gap, so it should be here when it tapped to the minus 1 standard deviation. As why I'm showing this to you, because I don't have any buy side liquidity. You can see over here, I'm not able to see that. Okay, here, like this is all the fall. Okay, dramatic fall, so I can't look for any kind of buy side liquidity over there. That's why I'm doing it with the standard deviation. However, if you are looking for still sell, you guys can try it, but I'm not feeling good to take the sell from here the way this market worked over here. But it's up to you guys. Wow, someone has donated. Hey Hamad, I got the donation from the most hated person, and who hated more. Ask kidding, brother. How are you, man? Thanks for that donation, man. Boom, boom. Thank you guys for writing boom. I deserve the boom. Okay, guys. Just look at this run. It has already provided you 89 handle, 88 handle, something like that. And your stop loss was 30 handle, 10 handle more than usually I take 20 handle stop loss. But as it is highly volatile, I took a bit more stop loss, just a bit more stop loss. Okay. Per trader boom, thank you so much. Listen to Phoenix Trader Labs. What did he say? I'm so afraid you have so much profit. Take it and run. I have done my profit $3,200 actually, brother. Here, that was the run here to here. $3,200. I have already made this profit over here. There was another buy. I didn't take it. This is just, I mean, thank you, Livingstone, for the boom, brother. Let's see if it can, I mean, at least it should reach until this minus 1.5 standard deviation, and then we'll see if it can keep going higher. At least minus 2.5 standard deviation around that area, if it can go over there. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out to the break even. It's okay. This gap should work as the inverse way. That means market will tap here, it should keep going higher. From here to here, it should work with the premium area. It should not go to the deep discounted area if it would love to keep going higher. If it come to this deep discounted area, that's my opportunity to start to look for sell. Thank you, Prince, for the boom, brother. I'll cry for you soon. You deserve more TTSMC trader bonus. More bonus when payout come. I wish that, brother, you will get the payout, man. Just don't over trade, don't over leverage. That's my only request. Only request. And thank you, Tamimi, for sharing that information, guys. Last day, Apex 80% discount, all evaluation, 40%, $40 lifetime fee, 1 day to pass, end today. Okay, today is the last day, and the code is T2T. That's the code for Apex. Thank you, Trevor. Okay, I will say Fernandez. Fernandez, thank you so much for boom, brother. That should be the partial, and we'll see if it can hit the minus 2.5 standard deviation by trailing the stop loss. Okay, it can start to reverse from minus 1.5 standard deviation. I don't want to take that risk, so trail my stop loss as soon as possible. So here it has already traded the upper level of this gap, so it should not come back again to the top. It can maximum come until this middle order block. This is the middle order block. Just put it below that candle. Just to take below 200 below this candle. So it can maximum trade this middle order block, and then it should keep going higher. In the on the other hand, if it respect, sorry, that minus 1.5 has been respected, this one, and market will start to reverse, I will wait to see if this market can come here to look for a selling opportunity. After this candle will close, if it make a wick here, long wick, it has built a long wick. I only interested to cover the lower quadrant of that long wick, just the lower quadrant. See this lower quadrant, I'd love to cover that lower quadrant only. If I get stopped out, I'm absolutely okay. It should not come back again. Sorry, it can trade until the lower quadrant. There is nothing wrong, but okay, I got stopped out. Job is done. Ah, brother, it didn't hit your target. Minus 1.5 is the most sensitive line that can start to be reacted. This market can start to fall. I don't want to take that risk anymore to hold the trade for a long time. I'm absolutely okay with that. If it stop me out over there, I'm cool with that. So maybe partial is gonna be 113 handle, 12 handle, and we'll get stopped out here around this area by 81 handle. Not bad. I didn't get the full. Okay, at least I got the most sensitive line. Remember minus 1.5. The most sensitive line is here. If it is broken, then this minus 2.5 is obvious. Otherwise, it can be respected from minus 1.5 and it start to fall. I don't want to take that risk. 700 is a big mental number. For Nasdaq, there is no mental number. There is no mental number for me. Okay, Phoenix. I'm not going to argue with you, brother. But if you are trading the Nasdaq, there is no mental psychological number. Nothing called psychological number. It's thus important for forex trader, or maybe for the gold, I don't know, but forex traders 700, 800, or this type of number are very, 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 very important. They're the psychological number. Thank you, Sophia, for that boom. Now I would love to know how many of you actually took that trade with me. I mean, we are thinking the same way. How many of you were over there? Yeah, there is, don't you? Hey man, Titu did it again. Thank you so much, brother. Sophia, I took it. Okay, Andrew, you took it. Donicio, I'm just showing you an example for last 2 days, man. Thank you for that payout, man. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. I just showed it today as well with my peoples. Your payout, this is the best gift ever in my life. In my life, when where from the beginning to until now. There was just two guy. First was Manu, but I don't want to talk about him because he's kind of a guy who love to go from here to there. Okay, so sometimes he come here, sometimes he go to future funds. Okay, something like that. He keep jumping, so I have no expectation for him. And the second guy was you. So I never expected that you will give me this screenshot like this soon. I knew that you will give me that, but this soon was absolutely unexpected for me. But thank you so much for that gift, brother. Mahdi, as always, I took it. Congratulations, Mahdi. Tech, you took it. Congratulations, Rajkumari, you also boom. Marbra, I took it, boom. Congratulations, don't you? Thanks for that love, man. I love it, man. Just follow these things you told me, brother. You told me just follow these things. One win, stop. Two loss, stop. Maximum 3 microcontract. Keep doing that. You told that you blew up to a evaluation account. Put this thing here, not the evaluation, it should be the funded, of course. Just put the same rules to the next funded account. It's nearly impossible to blow the account. This is gonna be your result. Every single time you will work with these rules, this is gonna be your result. Not every, that there is nothing called certain in trading. Okay, so at least 95% of the time that's gonna be your result. I took it with you, bro. Hey, Livingstone, congratulations, brother. I can see a lot of you actually got that boom. Those people who got the boom don't take any other trade to the same account. One win, stop. Two loss, stop. Just stop. Learn how to stop. However, I would love to look for a selling opportunity now as it is coming to the discounted area. So if it comes to this discounted area, I'll start to look for a selling opportunity now. Here there was a sell I have seen, but it was too much risky for me, so I didn't go for that. Why it was like that way? First of all, you can see here, this is that 4-hour big gap. This is the 50% of this big gap. 4-hour bearish gap traded the 50%. I'd love to see it will keep falling now for the sell side liquidity market left here, but I was not so much confident, even though after seeing this minus 1 point, this is very random, right? Minus 1.5 is very random, right? But still, this is what it is. I would love to see this gap is now going to work as a last gap. That means nobody is going to close above the 50% of this last gap. Manu is a migratory bird. He can be a stork, not a penguin. True. Well, no, I was really so disappointed on him because I don't know why people can't believe me when I'm showing them the precision every day with the logic. It's not something I'm randomly marking it. No, I'm telling you the logic, right? So I don't know why people doesn't want to believe me. Maybe it's because it's all free. It's okay. That was an entry actually here. You have seen it at the beginning, right? That was on trade until here, and this is another trade. Not boom until minus 2.5 standard deviation, but at least minus 1.5 standard deviation. Perfect. Not bad. This is what I'm doing now. I'm green on Apex plus take profit trader funded. So, brother, did you use my code? Whenever I see that you guys are using Apex take profit trader funding ticks, Blue Guardian futures, Tradify, I ask one question, or the Bull Knox. I ask one question. Did you use my code? This is what I'm doing now. I'm green on Apex and funded. So now I switch to funded next plus Lucid and trade them until green. Perfect. Keep doing that, man. Keep doing that. Right now, I don't have any trade. I am not interested to look for any kind of trade right now. I will wait to see how far this market can fall. If it come to this deep discounted area, it traded the 50%, right? Premium discount, you guys know that. How far it can maximum fall if it would love to keep going higher? Maximum 50%. It came until this 50%, now it is reacting from there. If I would love to go for a trade here, I would love to take the order block here again to take the buy. Now, just one thing you have to remember, and that is you don't have the buy side liquidity. So if you would love to frame a buy step again, then make sure that you are closing the trade very soon. I'm more interested to see it will fall now. First, it has to come here. and then I will start to look for a selling opportunity. If it doesn't happen, keep going higher. I'll let this go. I'm not going to chase the market anymore. It's already too far. It's at the very premium area. So I'm not interested to chase the market anymore. I would love to see if it can now start to fall. As today is Monday, I am expecting the expansion today, to be honest, because of the TGIF. Lot of lines, guys. Sorry. Here to here, TGIF. You can see this is the TGIF line that has been finished. Now it should be an expansion day today. But to be honest, if you have watched my last video, of course, I have already explained it over there. But to be honest, right now, to take a new trade, I'm not interested. So my first opportunity to take the entry here somewhere. If I miss it, I will try to take the entry to the beginning. As it is too premium right now, I'm not interested to take any kind of buy. If it would love to keep going higher, I'll let this go. I'm not going to chase the market. Instead of that, I would love to see if it can keep falling. If it fall, I'll try to frame the sell. So I'm more interested to look for sell now. Whoever is interested to take the buy from this order block, from that order block, it's an absolutely valid order block entry according to our logic. I'm just not going to take this trade. It is absolutely valid to take the buy. There is nothing you are doing wrong here. I'm just not going to take any kind of buy anymore as I have took that buy. So I will let this go. Not going to take any trade from the order block here again. If any of you would love to go for that, go for it. I would go for that buy if I had the buy side liquidity. Now, if you go to your 1 minute chart and if you find out some buy side liquidity over there, you can go for this order block trade to take the buy again. I have no problem. Okay. I again repeat, whoever is thinking about a buy here, I have no problem with them. If you look for the sell, don't do that. If you are looking for a buy, there is nothing wrong. Of course, you can look for a buy. I'm not doing it just because I don't see any buy side liquidity. So I don't know the last run, the end line of this buy run. I don't know that. Where is the end line? So I will not take any kind of buy. Instead of that, whenever I'll find the selling opportunity, I'll take the sell. Right now, here is no sell is valid. First, this market have to prove you, is it willing to fall or is it willing to buy? For your more clarification, remember what did I say? I don't see anything over here, no buy, no sell, nothing. I have to wait. Then I found that this market came until this entry fair value gap. Now I can build an concept over here. Okay, now it is the time to think about a buying opportunity, not the sell, because the market left the liquidity here. It's not the market structure shift, it's the inducement to take the low. And then when it provided me the buying opportunity, I told you that why I'm putting my stop loss over here, because I can't put it here. Your stop loss has to be at least here below this candle which has built this breakaway gap. I'm not able to do that because it's 42 handle. Fortunately, wick didn't did the damage. Fortunately, body didn't close. I'm happy to see that. If I would get stopped out here, I would try to take re-entry whenever this candle has closed. To be honest, I wouldn't be able to do that because this candle actually closed too far above this gap. So maybe I would miss this trade after getting stopped out if wick did the damage over here. So this is that area. I'm waiting for a selling opportunity. If it provide me the sell, I'll take that sell, because for me it's in deep premium. I don't have the end line, but according to the logic, if I would love to take the buy, I should take the buy from the order blocks. See this consecutive order blocks. I don't think so, this consecutive order blocks, let me check. Yeah, this is the consecutive order blocks. So if I would love to take the buy, I have to take the buy from here. This candle open, just extend it to your right. This should be your buy by covering the low of this order block, or maximum you can cover the 50% or the min threshold of this order block. And then I don't know where you will target. Okay, just I don't know where I should target, that's why I'm not taking the buy. Here I had the target relatively equal highs. See this, I had the target over here, but here I don't have the target, so I can't take the buy. This is the logic. So what I have to do, I have to let this go. Okay, you want to fly, go. Without me, I'm absolutely okay with that. Please try to find it, try to understand it. Now I have two funded account. Wait until 5 funded account. Whoever is saying that uh like funded account, you have funded account 1 or 2, wait for 5 funded account to go for the trade. Yes, I purchased two Apex, one passed, one failed. Code T2T used. Thank you so much, Khurshid. I love you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Hamad, if I ask you a question right now, okay, brother? Last time you told that you don't like when I talk too much, okay, after the job is done or price is done, then I keep talking about that things, what already happened. Now, do you really think that it's not good for people to understand what happened over here when I keep repeating them? Just give me your true opinion if you are still here, Ahmad. This is a question, a curiosity to really know your reply. Guys, today is the last day for Apex 80% discount, $40 lifetime activation fees, and 1 day to pass. So if any of you are interested about Apex, please make sure that you have used the code T2Wizard. And the thing I showed you for the take profit trader, same, sorry, not T2Wizard, T2T. And for the take profit trader, 30% discount, no activation fees, 100% initial test refunds with your first payout request. Use the code T2Wizard for take profit trader. And for the Blue Guardian futures, T2Wizard same. Okay, we have the 60% discount, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, still they have the 60% discount. For 50k account, it's gonna cost $40 only. Guys, I repeat one more time, it's a valid buy from the order block. I'm not taking this buy just because I don't have the end line. If you would love to go for the buy, there is nothing wrong here. Only one thing is wrong. If you are looking for a sell, that is wrong. Okay, I'm clearly telling that it is wrong. You can't look for a sell over here. If you are taking a buy here, absolutely you are doing right. Just make sure that you have taken some partial immediately, okay, because there is no end line. I don't know how far this will go. I have no idea. So try to take partial anywhere you feel good. Try to take partial over there, but don't look for the sell. Sell is not valid over here. I like when you're covering what's happening now live instead of going back to past trades and cover them again, because I can always go back and rewatch that. Yeah, you can do that, but what happened actually, those people come, I mean, you can do that. Most people doesn't want to do that. I know that, brother. If I had like huge viewers, like 2000 people are watching me, 500 people watching me, I wouldn't do that. But as I have a very small amount of people who are watching me, somebody maybe missed that and they don't know what happened over there. And they're too lazy. I know them. Okay, to be honest, a lot of them I know personally. So I keep repeating them. That means even if they miss it, they'll be able to listen it one more time. I hope you will understand my intention. It's not my intention to say that, oh brother, see, I have framed a successful trade. No, it means that why I went for that trade, and I don't go too far. Like right now, I'm not explaining this trade. It happened right now, so I am explaining it. If I frame another trade, then I will explain that again. I should do that because, as I told you, brother, I'm really interested to make sure that every single one of you have got the point. Like here, how many times I told that you should think only about the buy. There is nothing wrong about that. But if you're looking for a sell, you are doing it wrong. And the reason I have already explained it. Yeah, that's total fine, as we just took the trade. Absolutely, brother. Love the explanation. Thank you, Greg. Greg, you are new here, brother. I would love to mark this lowest down close body close candle because this is the most sensitive one. Love to see if it can hold the market and if it can provide me another buying opportunity. Okay. So as it has left this buy sell liquidity over here, I'll just see if it can provide me another buying opportunity before clearing the low of this order block. So if it do that, I'll try to take that buy, very small trade, okay, from here to here. But otherwise, I'll wait to see if it can come here somewhere to take my sell. I'm more interested to take the sell after seeing the reaction, just because I don't have the buy sell liquidity, I don't have the end line. So I'm not interested to take that buy. Even if it works, I'll let it fly. If there is no end line, I'm not interested to take the buy. That's for sure. Okay, I'm not interested to go for that trade. Instead of that, I'll let it go because it's a low probability. I'll let it go and then I'll wait for the high probable opportunity. Welcome to our community, Greg. I wish, brother, you're not going to get disappointed by us. I hope you will learn something from here. Whoever, I don't remember who was asking me about this bearish 22 YT model. Did you guys understand why it's not a bearish 22 YT model? Why it was not a bearish 22 YT model? Why this sell is not valid from here instead of buying is more confident over here? Yes, because it relatively because any other, no, that's the reason. Sophia, first of all, it left that relatively equal highs over here. This is the first reason, and second reason is when you don't have any sell side liquidity near to the market, you have to give the priority to the gaps you have over here. Gaps, more importantly, these gaps are above the new day opening gap. So this all reasons is going to tell you you should not look for the sell over here. Instead of that, you should observe them. Can it hold the market, send it higher again? See this gap, if it inversed, that's my buying opportunity. Again, I'm not going to take the buy because I don't have the limit end line. I don't have that. I'm not going to take this buy. If it reverses this gap, I'm going to use this gap as an inverse gap to take my buy by believing that nobody is going to close below the constant crossment. How far? Until this buy side liquidity. Then this high, and maybe then until minus 2.5 standard deviation, if you remember over there. So this candle will close above this inverse gap. Would love to take the buy from here, and stop loss is going to be just below that candle, which is going to build this inverse gap as a valid inverse gap until this is not taken. Would love to take a partial here around this area, if possible second partial here, and then I will hold my trade as long as I can. Okay, so something like that. It close above this gap first, at least one tick above this gap. It didn't close, no buy is valid. Now it closed here and keep going higher to take that on. I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to chase it. Why? Because I knew that this order block is going to do its job. Now it close, if it come back again here, that's a valid buy from here. Otherwise, no buy is valid. What is actually working over here? The order block. It's the working here. I can't go for the order block because the stop loss is going to be too big. What I will do, I will try to find out another opportunity that is going to help me to put my stop loss a bit smaller. Okay, comparing with this huge stop loss, I'll be able to put my stop loss a bit smaller. So I will go for that inverse gap entry. That's going to help me to go for that buy. If it doesn't take me, I'm absolutely okay with that. Now it has built clean highs. If it left that clean highs and take me again, wow, it's kind of heaven. Keep watching. So this candle, let's see if it can take me a bit more, a bit more. Otherwise, it's bad luck. Remember, here I can put my stop loss exactly where I should put it. So here, if you remember, I was saying that I'm not able to put my stop loss here because it's going to be huge stop loss. So I'm going to take the risk around this area. If we did the damage, I'll be happy for that. But here I have put my stop loss exactly where I should put it. Maybe two handle below this low, a bit below, maybe here. Okay, but this is the exact level where I should put my stop loss. I'm not taking any risk over here. If it work with this bullish gap, I'll be very angry on this market. Didn't take me, I'm not going to frustrated. Okay, oh man, I missed that trade. No, I knew what I'm doing. You remember what did I say? It's something very logical. So that's all. If it doesn't take it, let it go. Okay, there you go. Body should not close below this constant encroachment. These clean highs should be taken. Tick by tick clean highs means they will be taken 100%. If it is tick by tick, if this high was taken by one tick, this buy is not valid. If this high was taken by one tick, just by one tick, it's not a valid trade. But until it is clean highs, like tick by tick, it's a valid trade. Because you know that market will never leave the clean highs. Never, ever, 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 ever. It will leave these clean highs. So I'm more interested to see it is going to be taken first, and then if it fall, okay, we'll see. Until the body is not going to close below this inverse gap 50%, I'm confident at least above this highs, then that high, and then minus 2.5 standard deviation. Remember over there, minus 2.5 standard deviation until that area. And if the body close below this concurrent crossband for the first time, it will close above the down close body close candle. I'll put my stop loss below that order block. That's gonna be an inverse gap order block. What is the logic? Market fall here came to the equilibrium of that premium anti-discount lowest down close body close candle that has traded this gap, which is an entry fair value gap, is gonna be your order block. Market has traded this order block, market is going higher. At the same time, it is going to give me the entry opportunity from the inverse gap. That's all. Simple logic. I wish that it will take it, to be honest. I really, because clean highs never been left. Never, ever, ever. It never been left. But if it is taken by like as it is highly volatile, okay, so something like thing like that, one or two handle, it's taken, then you should not go for that trade. That's the logic. Now again, if any of you would love to take this trade, I'm not going to argue with them, but I'm saying that I'm not taking this trade because I don't have any buy side liquidity. I know you can say, brother, here to here it's more than enough, 30 handle, but in this area I have to take a 29 handle loss, stop loss. Okay, so if I get stopped out for 29 handle, it's not a good idea for me. Okay, that's why I'm just not going to take it. Whoever is interested, you guys can take it. I don't have any problem. Okay, but make sure that you have taken the partial over here. Even if you take the order block entry from the order block area, then take the partial above this high, at least above that high, take the partial, or just go 1:1, whatever it is. Okay, that should be the partial. Okay, after clearing the partial, hold your trade here, and then finally minus 2.5 standard deviation. Use the lowest down close body close candle as an order block. This should be the perfect order block. It doesn't look like a good order block because it has a big wick over here, but as I don't have any other down close body close candle, I would love to use this candle. Okay, as I don't have any other, I would love to use this one if it can work as an order block, but it doesn't look good. Okay, so I can't say that this is the best order block or something like that. So my stop loss is gonna be moved from here to below this order block, two handle below this order block. Guys, if I say one tick, two tick, you will think one handle, two handle, because it's highly volatility. Okay, so if I say one tick, two tick, you will think about one handle, two handle, because in normal time one tick, two tick is good, but in this highly volatile area, one handle, two handle should be the perfect area. Okay, should be the perfect area. If any of you are in this trade and you didn't take the partial over here, you are gambling. I'm not here to give you the signal. I'm just showing you how you will wait for the setup and how you will execute your trade. Okay, the best area to close the trade is here. Just close it like 1545 handle, just close it. For the first time it will build a unfilled gap. You will put a stop loss to the break even. For the first time it will build a unfilled gap. Did I ever tell that I'm going to take the sell, or did I tell that if you are looking for sell, you are doing wrong here? I want to take the sell, but for that I want to see this market will come here first, and then I will start to look for a sell. Here only buy is valid. I'm not taking it because I don't have any target. If I had the target, I would frame both order block entry. Maybe I would get stopped out to the break even because the huge volatility. Then I would take re-entry from this inverse gap, or maybe from the order block area, retested order block area. I don't know where I would do that. But as I don't have the target, I didn't frame this. I mean, I didn't take this buy. I'll let this go and we'll wait for selling opportunity again. If you are in this trade yet, try to close your trade over here. Trust me, man, anytime this market can start to fall. So I prefer to close the trade exactly over there. If you want to hold, I don't have any problem, but I prefer to close the trade over there. Simply just close it. And by putting your stop loss to the break even. Put your stop loss to the break even, take the partial, close your trade. Simple. Now you can say like 45 handle is not enough. Your stop loss was 29 handle, remember? Still that is huge. Or you can go 5 handle more than this line. You can do that, 5 handle more this line. That should be the boom. Are you learning? Are you thinking that this guy named is T2 is claiming himself as a wizard and he is showing us something repeatedly again and again with logical things with the same thing? However, Sophia, 20-point boom on my little 25k funded. Congratulations for your boom, sister. Trader, thank you for the boom, brother. Per trader, Sophia, big congrats. Okay, thanks, per trader. Okay. Thank you for so much for the penguin. Hey, John, thanks for the boom. Sophia, thanks for the penguin. No, because my funded already green 400 plus and locked out. T2 has been a blessing for me and everyone. Wow, that's a great compliment for me. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, Warren, thanks for the boom, brother. Boom again. Yeah, boom again. Fortunately, thank you so much. Hey, Jamie, thank you so much. Big John Viking, thank you. However, guys, is there anyone who took that buy? I mean, inverse gap, not the order block, because that is absolutely shit. From here to here, stop loss is absolutely shit. It's not a good idea. Sorry, not here actually. Sorry, here. Here to here, the stop loss is absolutely shit. I don't think so. It's a good idea to take the buy from the order block. Instead of that, from this inverse gap where you will be able to put your stop loss smaller, I think that's better. Any of you took that trade with me, okay? Thanks for the stream and the education and for helping me get out of bed. Going to make T2 now. T2. Hey, Slate. I always appreciated your comment, brother. Thank you so much, brother, for being over here. Now, boom, thank you, T2. Why you are thanking me, man? You should thank yourself. I'm not profitable in 2 accounts today and will stick to that. One win or day it's hard. Okay, you are talking to party. Okay. Have a great day. I'm going to show off now. Talk later. See you, Phoenix. See you later, brother. I did. Congratulations, brother. So NSB and me, we both of us got the boom. Congratulations, brother. It is rejecting from there. Okay. I'm waiting for a fall right now, to be honest. I was checking the Discord, missed the entry, but I boomed that for you. Thank you so much, Madi, for that boomed, man. You are a wizard. I am the wizard. Thank you, Sophia. Don't you? Boom again. T2 is on fire. No, Danichi, don't blow the account, brother. Give me one more payout, man. One more payout screenshot. That's gonna be my best gift for forever, brother. You can do it. Sure, you can do it. So me and NSB trader was in this trade. Okay, no problem. I think slowly but definitely you guys will start to believe the wizard and you will start to think like me, the way I'm thinking. I believe you'll start to think exactly the way I'm thinking. Now it will keep going higher. I don't care. Okay, to be honest, it's better to close the trade over here. To be honest, now if you would love to hold it, then go for it. I just care about that. Hey guys, take profit trader 30% off, no activation fees, 100% initial test refund. Use the code T2Wizard. I'll be grateful for you. Okay, in my opinion, that is the best. And today, Apex has the last day. Apex is the last day today for the 80% discount. So yeah, use the code T2T for that. Got positive. Okay, Sophia, thanks for the donation, sister. I really appreciate it, sis. Thank you, sis. I got positive slippage, so it was a bigger boom. Wow. Congratulations, Livingston, for a big boom, man. Same here, day by day, we are going to do it. Absolutely, absolutely, brother. We are here to support each other. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's true, man. We should support each other. Okay, guys, it's time to wait for another opportunity again. See how I'm taking the pause. This is the thing you should think the same way. How I'm taking the pause and then framing another trade. Just do the same thing. It's already done. It fall, did another setup, go for the trade or like frame the trade. We'll do the same again. Okay, those people. I took this one, that's why I didn't take this one. And the reason was I didn't have the buy side liquidity. Later I had the buy side liquidity, but it was very small, like 29 handle risk, 29 handle stop loss, 1:1 target, unlike this shit. So that's why I didn't push the button over here. However, we'll see the next one. Event horizon hit to the tick, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hit to the event horizon. But did you ever see that event horizon really works so beautifully? I see randomly it works, but most of the time it doesn't work. Okay, just my opinion, Sujivan. Uh, how did you feel about the event horizon? Thank you for both donation, Hamad and Sophia, both of you. Thank you so much. I'm getting richer day by day. Come on. Okay, guys, as it is going higher, let me actually see the things over here. Hmm, how far it can reach? Still, it is trading inside this bearish gap. So until this gap is not broken, this buy side liquidity, I'm not seeing this buy side liquidity by today. I knew that it's gonna be an expansion. Sujivan, did you watch that breakdown? Because you have commented for thanks for that daily candle breakdown. Remember what did I say? The TGIF is done. So on Monday, either we'll have the news or we don't have the news. We are going to see the expansion. So if it is going toward that buy side liquidity, it's nearly impossible by today at least, nearly impossible. And still we are trading inside this 4 hour bearish gap. Mm, okay, I'll see until this upper quadrant level, if it can reach maximum until this upper quadrant level. Let me see if I have anything from the hourly chart. And this is the upper quadrant level of that bearish gap, and hourly last variable gap 50% is around this area. So let's make it all together. Hourly last variable gap 50% is over here. Perfect. Let me go to the 50-minute chart. Last gap, entry gap. Too far. Yep, it's too far. Should have been respected this gap, but didn't respect it. So this is the last opportunity. See that if it holds the market for the BPR. Please don't add this thing with you guys. I am requesting all of you, don't look at this. This box I have marked it. Please don't look at this. If you look at this, if you try to add this BPR, I'm telling you, your knowledge about this concept so far, whatever you is your knowledge, it's gonna be broken, and you will start to feel like, what I'm doing, nothing is working for me. You will feel like that way. So please don't focus on this gap. It's a request. Just don't focus on this gap. I will watch something here, and I'm not going to explain that to you. It will for your good. You can think that I'm hiding. No, I'm not hiding anything. I'm just trying to save you. So BPR, this is the only thing you should avoid from the ICT concepts. Hey, Partator, thanks for that donation, man. I'm getting a lot of donation now these days. Chitu, you blessed us, so it is fair that we bless you back. Pray for me, brother. Pray for me and for my mother, actually. Thank you so much, brother, for that donation. I really appreciate it, man. I was honestly expecting NQ to move higher and then fall. Of course, man. I was expecting some kind of run, but I just don't know how far it will go. But it's an expansion day, so let's see if it can respect the 50% of the BPR. People day by day find out more how generous you are, Chichu. I am generous, man. Oh man, I'm feeling jealous. Okay, here my Tamim is feeling jealous. Why are you feeling jealous, brother? Oh man, I am happy because people are getting payout day by days. Okay, like slowly they are getting the benefits for staying with us by bearing my bullshit English language. They are getting the results for their patience, and I'm happy for that. And I believe that if you keep doing or keep listening to me, my bullshit English, everyone, your last line is gonna be the payout. That's gonna be your last line. There is no other way. Eventually, you are going to make as much as money you never imagine. Never ever. Shit, what sexy. I'd love to use this candle as an order block. Not going to take the trade here. We'll see if it can work as an order block, and then if there is a gap, bearish gap, that bearish gap will be my selling opportunity. So first I would love to see a body close below this candle. That is my first intention to see. I'm not going to take any kind of buy from here. No buy is valid. Like here, the way I told, no sell is valid from there. But buy is absolutely good. Same here. No buy is valid over there. Selling is good over here. I mean, if there is an opportunity to take the sell, it's better to look for that sell. But no more buy is valid exactly from there. If it happens from here, that's different case of scenario. But from here, no buy is valid. It's strict. Why? This is to the top of the run. This is to the top of the run. Why you will look for a buy from here? Of course not. You can look for a buy from here after that retracement or after taking the liquidity. It's okay. But to the top of this run, no, you can't take that buy. At the same time, I would love to see if the 2.5 is has been traded as well. It's not working. Guys, give me some money, okay? I really would love to. Okay, minus 2.5 didn't trade yet. Just a bit. Okay, let it trade the minus 2.5 first. Let it trade, okay? Remove this line. Instead of that line, try to see if it can trade the minus 2.5, which is gonna be the 50% of that BPR as well. So the last line, I will accept this market to reach here. Let's see if it can do that. Not 60 at all. Seems I'm still feeling jealous. Okay, Tamim, please don't block me, brother. That's only request. Please don't block me. Did you look at 1 hour fair value gap? I'm expecting reversal here. I have already seen that, brother. The 1 hour fair value gap. This is inside the 1 hour fair value gap. This is the 50% of that 1 hour fair value gap, as well as the upper quadrant level of that 4 hour bearish fair value gap. Okay, so right now it is in the 1 hour last fair value gap, but I really appreciate if it can reach until this area, which is the 50% of the BPR, as well as the minus 2.5 standard deviation. So would love to see if it can reach over here, then it can reverse. That's going to be so precise. Okay, so would love to wait to see if it can come here. Otherwise, this candle I would keep watching, which has came very near to the 50% of this BPR area. But as there is minus 2.5, I really want to see the precision. That means it will come here and then it will fall. If it doesn't do that, maybe I'll wait for more confirmation to frame a sell setup. And still, this is going to enter into the macro. last macro for the AM session. So I think some kind of reversal we are going to see around the 11 a.m. I'd love to make a poll actually for knowing that, because after this beautiful session, how many of you are actually profitable? Okay, bull was 58%, bear was 24%, no bias was 18%. I was bull today, so thank you for here, because there was the buy side liquidity and keep going higher because of the expansion. I was with this bull I mean with the majority today. As Hind said, everyone can tell that. I am not only telling this to you, I have already proved that to you. However, please say what is your account? COLOUR. It should be green, but still, let's see. And RED red. Gray means you didn't take any trade, or maybe you just got break even to the you just got to the break even. Okay, so I really would love to ask you guys to vote over here. Okay, over there. Okay, and 129 people are watching, 73 likes. Can you please make it 100 likes, please? It's a request. I mean inverse fair value gap. Let me check. You're asking about this one? Yeah, even for that also market has to go a bit higher, right? Still now it's kind of not a good area to think about a reversal from there. I think it should go a bit higher, more a bit higher first, and then if it reverse we'll see that. I mean right now exactly from here I really don't prefer to take a sell. Okay, just until here that could be the best. So let's see if this -2 standard deviation can work as a support and send it to -2.4. Why I'm using it? Because I don't have any price action over there. Think like this is the all-time high. On my left-hand side, it's big gap. It's just big gap. There is no price action. That's why I'm using the standard deviation. Standard deviation is only applicable where there is no price action. As I don't have any price action, it's just a gap. It's kind of all-time high. So that's why I'm using this standard deviation levels. I really don't want to see this fall from here, to be honest. If it do that, I'll just miss this sell. I don't have any problem. I can see that the event horizon is holding the market. Okay, it's valid, but I really don't want to do that. I need the precision. So let's see if it can make the precision over here or not. No buys. I'm interested as well. Hey, today I'll be in airport for 10 hours and planning to watch your video in YouTube. Do you have any learning source? How you trade skills? Thank you, Tamim, for sharing that link. Brother, you can just take a look of that link. I really don't know which link is that, but if Tamim has shared, of course that should you should watch that videos or something like that. It's the break for smoking. Okay, those people who don't smoke, don't smoke. Okay, don't try this at home. Please don't try this at home. Try this outside of your home. Otherwise, if your mother or father knows that you are smoking, then you're finished. And thank you, Mahadi, for sharing that link as well. I also don't know which link is that, but if they're sharing, of course they should be valuable. By the way, where are you going, brother? And have a safe journey, Jason. Have a safe journey, man. Be safe. Be good. I used your code always. How to donate in YouTube? I have no idea how to donate on YouTube. I think Hamad, you two, or Sophia, they can tell. Okay, I really don't know how to donate on YouTube. If you do that, maybe Tamimi will get jealous. Jason from the moon. Okay, no problem, no problem. Mahadi, no problem, brother. It's okay. Let it go. I actually asked for a giveaway to Tradify, but they didn't reply yet. I won't get jealous if those donations going to me, lol. Oh, guys, I really feel very bad now because I was really interested to see some kind of selling opportunity. Okay, but to be honest, when I have seen that this the minus 2.5 standard deviation, I was not feeling good to frame a sell. But now I'm kind of 50-50. Okay, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to frame any sell right now after seeing this small gap over here. So this candle high, if it was precised, I would start to look for sell from this gap. Whatever gap it is going to build here, I would start to look for sell from this gap. That was a valid sell to me. We will outline that, but I'm not going to take this sell anymore just because I didn't like the way it's just reversed over here. Okay, otherwise I would start to look for sell from this gap if it make a gap over here. We'll see that. Sorry, we'll see that actually right now. But I'm not going to take this because it's now feeling like low probability to me. Just because I later I find out that okay, it actually reversing from that random level, not didn't trade that minus 2.5 standard deviation. So, oh, by the way, there is no gap, so there is I don't need to worry about to mark a sell from there as well. Sharada, you deposit your money in my bank account and I will set you to that you have donated. Okay, that's cool. Next to the chat typing area, you have the option to donate. Wow, I didn't know that. Can I see that? Ah, so like this is how you donate, guys, right? It's all built. I never saw that before. Wow. I didn't do that, trust me, man. I mean, I think it's all built by default or something like that. For chat. Okay, so you can write down anything over here and you can also can you change it? Wow, you can change it as well. And you have membership gifting. So if you want to send five now, if you want to give someone a membership, you also can do that here, right? Terms apply. Those. Oh, I didn't know that. First time I'm watching this. You'll see the dollar to the right to the chat box. Oh, I didn't know that, to be honest. Under the chat box, you should see a donation icon. You will see dollar. Oh wow, there is dollar, lot of dollar over there. If you don't have it, that means that option is not available to your country. Okay. Happy for Mahdi matters to donation. You pay for Mahadi's model. What is your benefit, brother? If someone deposit the money to Mahadi's bank account, so you guys, my mods are doing the duplimacy with me, okay? You guys are really the real culprit, okay? What I'm dealing with. My mods are my enemy. It's time to wait, okay? To be honest, I'm not interested to take a sell right now. I should I should change the mods. These guys are real enemy. However, guys, I'm happy because I'm learning the the pyramiding you saw here and also here. Remember, I'm just learning the pyramiding things. I'm happy for that. Day by day. But thank you so much, guys, for giving me that advice that I should go for the pyramiding things when I'm expecting the expansion, not like 20 handle, 30 handle move, something like that. but I really appreciate it, man. Can I please ask about my Lucid account? I have a 50K funded account and it is my day 3. My account balance is 51,449 and Lucid requires 5 minimum profit days with 35% consistency. My max profit day was 606 and currently consistency percent is 41, which is red flag. I don't understand 35% consistency rules. Okay, uh, how it do that? Wow, Sharoda. Thank you so much, brother, for that donation and that love things. Okay, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother. You don't need to worry about that consistency. Okay, so you have made, how much did you say? $600, right? Something like that. So with that 600, if it is your maximum profit, $600, something like that, if it is your maximum profit, you don't need to worry about the consistency. Just keep doing like that way. For example, if you make $1,000, $1,000 maximum, $1,050. Oh, okay, let me actually try to explain this to you a bit easier way. Just listen to me very carefully. Okay, your buffer is $2,000. That is your buffer. So most of the prop firm, what they ask, $2,000 plus $100, that should be on your account. After that, you will be able to request your payout. After this, okay, you will be able to request your payout. Now your target is to make maybe $3,000. When it will be $3,000, then you will be, sorry, not $3,000, $3,100. When you will make that $3,100, you will be able to request $1,000 payout. Okay, what you will do, you will multiple it with your consistency rules. That means your consistency rules is 30%. So 3,100 into 30%, 30% is equal 930. Until you are not making more than $930, you will be able to request $1,000 because it should be in your account, $2,100. And then when it will be $3,100 and you made $930 maximum, not more than that, you'll be able to request your payout when it will be 3,100. So what you are going to do, you have to first fix where you can apply for the payout. For example, after this, you would love to request your payout to 2,600. So when you will make $2,600, you will be able to request $100 payout because it should be in your account, right? If it is the same rules for Lucid as well, think like that way. So when you will make $2,600, you will be able to request $500 payout. So what you will do, you will multiple it with your consistency, whatever your consistency is, and it is gonna be how much? 2,600 into 30% is equal 780, until a single profitable day is not going to be more than $780. More than, you will be able to request your payout, $500 payout, when it will be $2,600. If your target is to make, like for example, you would love to make $4,000, and then, sorry, not here, sorry, maybe when it will be $4,000, you will be able to request $1,900 payout, $1,900, just for example. Okay, so what you will do, you will multiply it with 30%, and it's gonna be 4,000 into 30% is equal $1,200. Until your single profitable day is not going to be more than $1,200, when you will make this $4,000, you'll be able to request $1,900. This should be your consistency rules. If it is 35%, just multiple it with the 35%. If it is 50%, multiple it with the 50%. Whatever result you are going to get, your single profitable day should not be more than that. If you make 1199, 1199, 1199 every day. There is no problem with your consistency rules. But for the first time you will make it, your consistency rules is gonna be like 100%, right? Because that is the first day. The second day you will make it, it's gonna be 50%. Third day you will make it, your consistency rules is gonna be 33%. Fourth day you will make it, it's gonna be like 20%, something like that. Okay, this is how it will keep falling. I hope that you got the point, brother. If you still have the confusion, just let me know. I'm stuck with one of my funded accounts and unable to withdraw because of 3 weeks ago made over 4K. So the started losing. So now need to make about 6K ish to be able to withdraw. Yeah, that is the way. I mean, for example, you have made a single day kind of for you. Okay, this is for your example. Maybe you have a single day you have made $2,000. $2,000. You have made a single profitable day. $2,000. So what you have to do, how to multiple this, I mean on the keyboard you have to 30%, right? So 30% is gonna be here. It's gonna be, just for example, you have made a single day that, so it should be 6666 until you are not going to make $6,666. Your 30% consistency rules is not gonna be applied for the payout. So you didn't match with this 30% consistency rules. Maybe today you have made $2,000, tomorrow you have made $2,100. That means that is your highest profitable day. Then you have to divide it again. So if you just see over here, if you just make $1, $2,001, what's gonna happen? $2,001 into say 30%. It's gonna be $70 more, I mean $4 more, something like that. 6,670, something like that. You have to make maximum that amount to request for your payout by following the consistency rules. However guys, it was a big bullish things. I'm happy to see that it's bullish and there was no selling opportunity, there was no gap. So I don't think so it was, I think it's a good idea not to go frame the sell. I hope brother you got your confusion got clear. If you still have the confusion, let us know. Okay. Green for today. Green for today. Now just listening in. Hey Matthew, this is the guy who doesn't use my code. I'm gonna curse him. Why don't you use my code, brother? So my goal is 53,600. Since the max payout is 1,500, buffer is 2,100. So calculation will be 3,600 into 25% is equal to 900. Mentally, absolutely, brother. If your consistency rules saying you that 25%, then this is how you will calculate, brother. Does this rule apply if you are in drawdown? It is going to be applied for everywhere until you are not blowing that account. Your maximum profitable day should be below the consistency rule. So you have to look for that way. So even if you are like in the drawdown, you have to follow that rules, brother. I buy take profit trader accounts all at once a while ago. Okay, thank you so much, Matteo. If you used my code, I really appreciate it, man. I can't see actually who is buying. I can't see the name actually, unfortunately. What is happening on this market? Just keep going higher, keep going higher, keep going higher. Top step dropped new labels. Where did they put it, brother? If you let other people to know, maybe they will be able to join. If you know, if you can share the information, Ahmed. It is the Wizards of Wizards. Thank you so much, man. Maybe new to opening gap is the target. I'm watching actually this line, this green line you can see. This is the 50% of the last favorable gap from the hourly chart, hourly last favorable gap, consequent crossment, as well as this is the upper quadrant of the 4-hour bearish gap. So just watching the last line over here, see if it can reverse from there. If it doesn't from here, then can it reverse from there or not? But even if I was looking for a buy here, it didn't provide any opportunity. Like here, I could go for a buy here, but it didn't leave any opportunity over here to even take a buy. There was no selling opportunity, there was no buying opportunity. So we have to let this go. Bro, please see my question. What is your question? Can you give example 20% consistency of 9,000 profit? If you would love to make 9,000 profit, okay? If you would love to make 9,000 profit, all you have to do 9,000. Oh man, I couldn't finish my cigarette. Into 20%. How much it's gonna be? Like, I think 1800 if I'm not wrong. Just to do the calculation by yourself. Your single profitable day can't be more than $1,800 if it is correct. I think I'm right actually. So 20%, it should be like 1800 or something like that, brother. So if I'm not wrong, that should be your maximum profit in a single profitable day. If it is more than $1,800, you won't be able to request your payout even after making $9,000. Yeah, Suziban. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hey, Kuba, how is my nephew? Is he good? Oh, brother, you have missed this. And if I miss it, I have just missed one leg. And why you are crying for that? I just missed one leg. I caught that leg, I caught that leg, but I just missed this leg. It's okay, right? Even there was no buying opportunity. Trust me, you can't show me any buy over here. No buy was there, nothing. It just come back again until the minus 1.5 standard deviation went through this. Let's see where it can go. It's not important anymore as well. Target 24960. Okay, brother. LD. Where did you take the buy, brother? Perfect, brother. Thanks for asking. No problem. He's good. That's cool. We have two tooth already. Okay, my niece has one tooth already, and he has two tooth. Wow, they're growing, brother. Two teeth. Yeah, they're growing, brother. They're growing. Mashallah. By the way, I got a lot of donation today. Thank you guys for all of this donation. I think sooner I will be able to buy the laptop I'm waiting for, but it's actually too expensive. Near about $3,500. Oh man, I wish I will be able to buy that laptop. I can't do that by the money of this from because of my religious problem. What can I do? She's 9 months old. Listen, I just don't know. Let me check, brother. They don't give any time so far. Okay. As you can see, get 30% off for life plus no activation fees plus 100% initial test refunds. That means whatever you are going to pay to buy that account with 30% off by using the code T2 Wizard, not no fee 100. It should be T2 Wizard. You will get this discount, but when it is going to be finished, I have no idea. They will mail me actually later, but still I didn't get any mail from them. I have no idea. Just please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard for Take Profit Trader and for the Blue Guardian futures. And for Apex, please make sure that you have used the code T2T for Apex. We are 2 months younger. Okay, so my niece got a younger brother. That's cool. Listen, if you buy the TPT, please use my code, okay? T2 Wizard. This is that code. However, guys, did you learn something from today's live? Did you get something when I explained this area, that buy to my funded account, and then this buy instead of taking sell, and framed that buy? I hope you got something from here. So let me see how many of you are green. Still 65% people are green is huge. 12, just 12% is red. And 22% is gray. Absolutely, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man. But red is 12% only. Every day we are growing. Thank you so much for being green. I just don't want to chase the market here right now. Will do. Thank you so much, Jason. I took the same entry around pre-market. Wow. Congratulations, Kuba. Please don't do that again. If you're doing that with your funded account, don't do that. If you're doing it with the challenge account, go for it. Because challenge account, all I need to pass that account. But funded account, don't do that. Again, it's a request. But final call is yours. Hey Titu, good morning. I bought after price close above the fair value gap, left the at 1039. That fair value gap nearly discount area. The other fair value gap below is far deep in the discount. Please analyze my trade. What did you do? 1039. You bought 1039 here. So you're saying that you took the buy from here. Now I don't appreciate it, man. First of all, the reason is it's too premium. So without manipulation, if you would love to start a new buy, I don't appreciate it. So every time you will look for a buy, wait for some kind of sell side liquidity to be taken. Some kind of sell side liquidity to be taken. For example, if you would take a buy here somewhere, I would say that okay, at least this swing low has been cleared over here. At least this or maybe that has been cleared over here. So then you took the buy, no problem. But when you are going to frame a buy setup where the market is extremely premium, you have to wait for some kind of sell side liquidity to be taken first. This is the first rule or first thing. So if you ask me to go for a buy here, I'll never do that. I hope that the confusion or the thing, okay man, you have done a good job because you got a good run, but try to understand that what you have done wrong. If you didn't know that it's gonna be an expansion day, we knew that it's gonna be an expansion day. How far I don't know, but it's gonna be an expansion day for sure. But if I didn't know that it's gonna be an expansion day, bad thing will start to happen over there. My entry occurred at 10:57. Yep. I mean, as I told, man, if you take the entry here somewhere, maybe I can say, okay, it's good because some kind of low has been cleared. Something has been cleared. But is it really looking good, so good, liquidity taken? Or isn't it kind of like this swing low or this low are more important or more valid to be taken out first? Here, this one. What do you think, brother? I mean, in a general idea, what do you think? Does it convincing that it's the liquidity, or is it convincing that that low is taken? That is more convincing over here. I mean, just feel the market, brother. That's all I can say. I mean, of course, you did a good job because you got that big run. But think logically first, because randomness doesn't happen again and again. But logic will happen most of the time. So we should work with the logic. Sometimes we are going to take the loss. It's absolutely okay. But there should be some logic behind a trade. Just my opinion, brother. Again, I was frustrating lack of 7 a.m. setup. So took this part. I know it shouldn't. Absolutely, brother. I should not do that. I was only one day away from payout, but I missed it up in one day. If you ever feel like I just need to trade one day. I just need $100. I just need $500. Don't take any trade in that day. You will blow that account. That's gonna be the result. If you ever feel urge to go for a trade, never ever push the button. Wait for the next day. If you feel the same the next day, don't take the trade. Wait for very next day. When you will start to feeling that okay, if there is something good, I'll go for that. If not something good, I'm not going to take that. I'm not thinking about the payout anymore. I'm not thinking about the last day to trade anymore. Then go for the trade. I did take same trade just to follow the trade. Congratulations. But yeah, feels kind of late. No worries, man. Sometimes late entry is better entry. But all is the result is you're profitable. That's cool, brother. That's cool. But please don't repeat that again. Think I did it last week. Gurdev, Gurdev Shandhu. What did you do last week, brother? Never, ever chase the market. Any kind of buy here is a chasing market. Here, any kind of buy is here chasing market. No sell is valid. Sell is gonna be valid if and only if this market tell you that I'm going to fall. Then and only then the sell is valid. Otherwise, don't take any trade over here. Taking note of that. Thanks, Tito. No problem, brother. Already made $150 for that day, but I don't know what came in my mind and trade again. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. You will you'll finish with blowing that account. This is the result, man. We are in premium. We should look sell side liquidity. Absolutely, we should look for sell side liquidity at first, or sell at first, then buy or something. We'll see that later. Last day Apex has 80% discount. All evolution $40 lifetime activation fees. One day to pass ends today at night. Use the code T2T. It's a great opportunity, guys, for the Apex as well. Those who are interested about the low amount of money, you guys can use that code T2T to get that Apex funded Apex account. I'll just wait, okay? Randomly, I'll wait. I don't need to go for any kind of every trade. I don't need that. Oh, okay. Okay. Our Black Friday sale just went live. Okay. And Black Friday sale. Okay. Okay, so this is the Black Friday sale for the take profit trader. Let me see if it can provide anything. Actually, I have just 5 minutes left for the lunch hour. If it provide me anything within this 5 minutes, we'll take a look over here, over there. Otherwise, I think the PM session is gonna be the best way to trade for the next entry opportunities. Any kind of fall right now is not gonna be a selling opportunity. Just remember that things, brother. You can't just simply take the sell because you have seen a 1 minute bear candle. You just can't take the sell. No, these bear candles are not telling me to go for the sell. It's telling me to hold on, to think, is it actually falling or is it actually liquidity taken? Why it is falling? Wait for the confirmation. Just don't push the button because you have seen some bear candle over there. It's telling me that. But if it's telling you to go for the sell, take it, man. I appreciate it. I was up $1,300 in 4 days. All I need was just 100 more for payout, and I lost everything. Oh man, you should have told me this before because I would warn you. Never ever do that. If you ever feel urge to go for $100 just for one day, just for $200, don't trade in that day. Take 1 week break, take 5 days break, take 3 days break, but don't go for that $100. Wait for the perfect setup. Think like you have to make another $300 to $400. Okay, if your target is just $100, if you need, try to target like that and just close the trade when it is going to go for $100. Just close it. Something like you are telling the market that I will close my trade for $500, but when it will be $100, suddenly you closed it, and the market will say, "Brother, you betrayed with me. I was intend to see this, do that. Like your target is 500, I will go until 400, then I will reverse and it stop you out. But you just betrayed with me. Something like that. You have to do that betrayal, but never ever go for the trade if you urge like you need 100 more, just 100. Don't do that. Psychology is everything. Price action has no value. Price action is just 1%. It will help you to find the edge, but psychology is everything. You don't have credit card, hence no purchase of take profit trader, bro. You don't need the credit card. You can pay it by the debit card as well. Sure, the like other prop firm, it's the same, brother. Jamie, psychology is 99%. Yes, I agree with you, brother. I mean, people say that psychology is 90%, 80%. No, psychology is 99%. 1% is just you have to be able to push the button or click on your mouse by a finger. That's 1% physical things you need. 99% is in your head. 99%. I heard from a guy, I don't remember his name, it's been a long. He has made 8,000 something, 8,150K account. He is the one who made at first in my life from my with me actually, who has made near about $130,000, and later AFX he actually broke that rules. However, he was just $30 or $20 away from his payout, $9,000. Okay, from that there his requirement was $9,000, something like that. It was not take profit trader funded futures. It was kind of FTMO or funding forex funded account or something like that. It was something like that. I just exactly don't remember the amounts also. I don't remember, but it was very small, and he blew that account just by that 10, 20, $50, something like that. He made with the consistency, with the psychological things, everything was perfect until that area. And then when his last trade he closed, he was away 10, 20, 50, $30, something like that. And from there, he blew the account. And by the same session, by the same hour, by over leveraging, by over trading. So please never ever go for that. It's a trap, psychological trap. And always learn from your mistakes. Hey Pratik. However, guys, this is 11:30. No trade is valid for me from 11:30 to 12:50. Okay, so I'm not interested to go for any kind of trade from 11:30 to 12:50. In that area, I don't want to take any kind of trade. However, guys, I hope that you guys got something from here. If you really learned something from here, don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. Okay. For the last time, I would love to request you guys. We have Apex 80% discount. One day to past. This is the last day actually. $40 is gonna be the activation fees, lifetime activation fees. You don't need to worry about any kind of consistency rules to pass it. You can just simply pass it by one day. Use the code T2T. That's the code for Apex. Okay, T2T. And this code is for the take profit trader. It's 30% discount right now. No activation fees. 100% initial test refunds. That means when you will request your payout, first payout, they will give it back to you. The amount you are going to spend to buy the account, they will give it back to you. And this is the daily payout, take profit trader. The code is T2 Wizard. That's the code. So if any of you are really interested about Apex or take profit trader, you guys can use the code T2T and the T2 Wizard. For Blue Guardian futures, we have 60% discount. Standard 50K account is gonna cost $40 only. 3000 target, 2500 max drawdown. Daily drawdown is the hard bridge, $1250. Don't touch it. 7-day payout, end of the day drawdown, no activation fees. It's gonna cost $40 instead of $100 if you use the code T2T. It's Blue Guardian futures. You can see the Blue Guardian futures. Yeah, the Blue Guardian futures. Yeah, that's all for today. I hope guys you got something from here. No trade is valid for me from 11:30 to 12:50. I will not go for any kind of trade in between 11:30 to 12:50. But isn't it monthly subscription for Take Profit Trader? No, it's not the monthly subscription, brother. If you pass it, you don't need to pay anything. You bought a Take Profit Trader account. You passed it. No single fee, hidden fee, you have to pay again. If you fail to pass it, just cancel the subscription. It is for every prop firm, not only for Take Profit Trader, it's for every single prop firm. If you buy an account, if you failed to pass that account, immediately cancel the subscription. When you will go inside your area, client area, you will be able to see that cancel subscription. Just cancel it. If you don't cancel it, next month, exactly the same day, they will charge you the same amount of money and they will give you another account. So I don't think so it's a good idea. So you can just simply cancel it. There is no monthly subscription. No prop firm will take monthly fees. No prop firm. Brother, I have a question. If there is no clear liquidity target for day as today and there is large fair value gap candle, then what can we consider drawn liquidity for the day? Quadrant level. If there is any large fair value gap, you can target the quadrant level. For example, if I see this that gap, okay, from forward chart, just for the sake of this conversation, from here to here. This is the first way. Target. Look at this quadrant level. So when you will be in 1 minute chart, maybe you took a buy here, for example. You took a buy here. You will target this lower quadrant first. After reaching to this lower quadrant, maybe you took a buy here, for example here. You will target this lower, I mean 50%. Maybe then you have framed a buy here. You will target the upper quadrant. Finally, the upper quadrant of that gap. This is one way, and the next way is you will keep using the standard deviation. For example, here low, high, lower, low. So this candle, the lowest body, highest body. Extend it. You will see it reached until this area or the quadrant level. Then you have found low, high, lower, low. Again, mark body to body or week to week. Target the high, the quadrant levels. I'm just not going inside that quadrant levels. However, you can use the quadrant levels or the standard deviation or the gaps quadrant level. In my opinion, it's better to target the standard deviation rather than the quadrant level, because you will get a different type of fair value gap from the different time frame, right? Like for our chart, it's the upper quadrant level, but if you go to the last fair value gap from the hourly chart, you will get another time, I mean another quadrant level. If you go to 15-minute chart, you will see another quadrant level of the fair value gap. It is always better or easier for me to look for the quadrant level. At the same time, if you don't have the buy side liquidity, don't take the trade. If you don't have the sell side liquidity, don't take the trade. Here, when I framed this buy, I had this buy side liquidity, small highs. I told that if you took the entry here, your partial should be there, at least here, and then you can hold your trade. I mean, as you have seen that I took my partial to the minus 1.5 standard deviation because I was just pyramiding that trade. This was the buy side liquidity, so I can at least make sure that I have taken the partial. Same here, when I framed this buy, that was the buy side liquidity. I told that at least you have to take the partial over here. There is no other opportunity. You have to take the partial over here because you don't have the end line. You don't know how far this market will go before retracing. Okay. Do you got the reply? Pratek, Pratek, Pratek. I think it's Pratek. Are you coming back at lunch to trade more? No, brother, I'm not coming back. That's for sure. I have to do something else today. But if I see something good, maybe I'll come around that Discord live. Listen. But listen, previously you told that you were going to go for a flight, right? Can you show a new week opening gap? Is this valid for the week? You see, whatever is marked over here for me, this is the only levels that is important to me. If I remove this one, there is a new week opening gap here, there is a new week opening gap there, there is a new day opening gap here, this is the new week opening gap, this is the new day opening gap. Only these are important to me, only this. There is no other gap is important to me. If you go to your weekly chart around here, see this new week opening gap here, this one. You can keep this new week opening gap if you want. You can keep that new week opening gap, you can if you want, because they are kind of obvious new week opening gap. Kind of look at the gap, huge gap, huge gap. So even if it is more than 5 weeks, you should observe them because they are very clean, very easy to see. Anybody can see them by opening the chart. Anybody can see them by opening the chart. So this type of new week opening gap you can keep in on your chart for 60 days, actually not 60 days, I think yeah, 60 days. Until 60 days you can, 60 to 70 days if I'm not wrong, you can keep them on your chart if you want. But for me, instead of these two gap, whatever you are seeing here from 15-minute chart, this is the gaps only important to me. Every single gap is going to be validated for 5, for new day opening gap 5 trading days, for new week opening gap 5 trading weeks. That is the only thing you will be able to see on my chart. Amazing, no problem. What does the $40 activation fees means if I pass the evaluation in January, and will the activation fee will be different amount than right now? The activation fees is $40, but I don't understand if this applies only to people who pass the evaluation now, or if it connected to the account. It is connected to your account, Frankfurt. I think you are my sister, right? It's been a long I don't see you, if I'm not wrong. You are a girl, and it's been a long you don't come. Just tell me if I'm wrong, okay, Frankfurti? And it's connected with your account. So if you buy the account right now, you will be under that condition that if you pass it, then the activation fees is gonna be $40. Thank you, Mahadi, for sharing the Discord link. If any of you are interested to join our Discord, please join through that link, okay? We actually do a lot of things here. I don't know what I did check T2T as well, but it worked, so it's not case sensitive. Okay, I don't know. I think there are some problem or something. However, you guys can join me here because if I'm not in YouTube live, then I actually most of the time live in Discord. I think Frankfurti has left again. If I'm not wrong, she is a girl, and it's been a long I don't see her name. But previously she was active, too active. So it's been a long I'm seeing her again. I try to remember the people's name. Yeah, that's all guys for today. Anybody has any more question? Just got a 50K using your code, thanks. Which platform is that? Espresso. Thanks Tito, no problem brother. Jamil, I'll just close the stream after Apex. Thank you so much. T2T, right? T2 question for example right now. Right now. Jamie, I didn't get your question. Thank you so much, Piso. I really appreciate it, man. I love you guys. This is called unconditional help. Thanks for helping. We can't use discount. Jamie, I didn't get your question, brother. Can you please elaborate the question a bit more for me? Hmm. Top step removed activation fee today. Wow, that's cool. I don't actually trade top step, and it's too expensive to be honest. So I don't prefer top step. But of course, you guys can try it. If it was not expensive, like $200 is huge. If they remove the fund attack on the school, sorry, the activation is the school. Jamie, I didn't get your comment, brother. Can you please explain a bit more, brother, before I close? Premium and discount method is not valid at this moment. No, it's not valid at this moment. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York local time, the London session, premium discount is not valid. 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. New York local time, that is 7 a.m. kill zone, premium and discount is not valid. 9:30 a.m. more importantly, if you have any news like CPI, PPI, NFP, something like that, this type of news, if you have around 8:30, in that type of situation from 8:31 to 9, premium discount is valid. If you don't have those type of red folder news, then only 9:30 to 11:30 go for full port premium discount. 12:50 to 3:45 go for premium and discount. Outside of this session, it really doesn't work? Of course it works, but it's too difficult. And for the human brain to keep all of these things remember is nearly impossible. So I prefer not to go outside of the session to look for the premium and discount. It will make the things easier for you to use them, to utilize them. It's my opinion only, but you can keep trying. You can keep looking for that. Like here, I have done that today, right? Remember the buy here, Jamie? At the morning I showed you here. The thing I showed you around the morning session before 7 a.m. my funded account actually. I did wrong here. I did over leveraged, but sometimes shit happens. All the logic I have already explained it, so I'm not going for the explanation again. But this all was about the premium and discount. This area to take that buy was from the premium gap. So from here to here, this is the premium gap. So I framed my buy from the premium gap. I let the market, sorry, stop loss to go below the discounted gap. It should work with the premium gap. That's why I framed all of this buy from the premium area. Now, is it valid? It is 100% valid, but it is risky. So don't try to go for any kind of trade before the session. Don't use this type of premium and discount logic. If I can use it, I don't have any problem. If you can use it, I really appreciate it. But if you can't do it like that entry, when I pushed that button from here, I knew that it's not coming to this gap. It should not come to this discounted gap. Now, if it really worked, perfect. If it doesn't work, then you have to stop over there. Right now, if I would love to look for the premium and discount here, for example, here, premium the discount. Now, first of all, it's not valid here because there is no this type of premium and discounted situation. It doesn't make any kind of premium and discounted situation here. But even if think like there was premium and discount and it didn't work, I'm not going to take re-entry over here because first time I tried, it didn't work. I'll let this go. If you can do that, then try to look for that premium discount. I prefer go for the paper trade. So Jamie, please watch the first part where I have explained all of these things, all of this setup I have explained over there. Okay, not this one, not this one, but this one. Every price action I broke down at the beginning of this stream. You will be able to watch that things. Okay, so please try to watch that part. A very small time. Okay, I think like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, see you again tomorrow, maybe. Or if I see something good around the PM session, I'll be in the Discord live. Not in the YouTube, I will be in the Discord live. So until then, cheers, guys. Do you have a session or standard deviation? Remind me tomorrow, okay, sister? Remind me tomorrow. I need to pray right now. So see you tomorrow, or maybe around the PM session Discord live. Until then, cheers.